100% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, he doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure he's clear.
Hello, Friday. I've been waiting for you for a long time. You just saved me when my life came tumbling down. And I know you're gonna leave me. Hello, Friday. I've been waiting for you for a long time.
Day two.
This edition of The Zone from the Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stevens, and is brought to you by From the Shortgrass with Trey Schapp. From the Shortgrass is a weekly golf podcast for golf lovers and strugglers alike. Episodes air Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on Buzz 2 and Fridays before Morning Mayhem.
Okay, as I was saying before we were actually open mic'd, there's a professional golf tournament happening in Little Rock. It is Friday, and they pay us to do this. So here we are. We're going to do a whole 3-hour radio show for your listening pleasure today. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Appreciate being with us. Simmons Bank Championship is underway. I was just told that Tag Ridings, who joined us yesterday, got a little Zone Karma working, DJ. 2 under par to start things off in his round. He's off to a nice start, and so that's a good thing. We are here located next to, and we have to be quiet when they roll up. Just keep an eye out.
Okay.
We are located next to the 15th green, and across the way from the lake where 16, 17, and 18 will likely determine a champion. Although we were talking to, was it Glenn Day yesterday a little bit? Or maybe it was Ken. I can't remember. Anyway.
What are we talking about?
About the lake and how the water on like 17, for example, for these guys.
Glenn said you shouldn't hit into it.
Yeah, he said for the professionals, it's not too much of a worry for them. Now, he's not to say that somebody might not hit it in there, like pull one left and throw it in the lake, but he said that's not too much of a concern. I was told that VJ went in 18s in the lake at 18 twice last year, and somehow made bogey, which I don't know how that's possible. 1 and 2 out, 3 down, 4 and 5 out, chip in for 6. I don't know. I don't know how he did it. Anyway, Pixie, how'd you end up on that one? Get on that other headset. Are you on 3?
No, I don't know.
You're on 3. You need to be on 4. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's
okay.
fine. How are you doing?
Good. Have you been yelled at by any caddies?
No, we buried the hatchet yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, he came by.
How did I miss this?
Yeah, it was good.
on.
We're gonna play it in the rewind. If you're here at
you just went up a notch in my book.
12:45.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do anything. You just showed up.
That was Ken Duke.
Yeah, Ken Duke did facilitate.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, you know how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell together in unity.
Yeah.
That's from the Psalms.
I was gonna say that sounds like a Bible verse.
No,
I was watching it all unfold. Ken Duke went up to him and he pointed over here and he had a gesture like, "Oh, that guy." And then Justin looked. He said, "Okay, here we go. Here we go."
See,
This is it.
I didn't get to listen to the show yesterday because I was visiting people in the nursing home. But
apparently he was the talk of the caddy room last year, so I felt bad. I mean, I wasn't trying to make history. I was just trying to stick up for myself because I thought it was ridiculous.
In a practice round, you don't yell at somebody in a practice
I
round.
thought it was ridiculous. He got mad.
If he did that today,
Different ball.
then he could yell at you.
I thought it was ridiculous. He got mad at me while they were playing the Pro-Am.
Yeah.
And
We
I
all
told him as much.
We all thought that.
Yes, and so I told him as much. I gave him the international sign for "What's your beef?"
Well, that's a sign of somebody taking themselves a little too serious.
Well, he's doing his job, so I don't have any fault with him. He's looking out for his golfer. Now, whether or not his golfer was actually perturbed or not is up for some debate. I didn't ask him that yesterday. I probably should have. A better journalist would have.
So today when they get over, are we going like golf voice?
Yeah, I think it's probably polite.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
They do have this right here.
if hitting a second shot into 14 stressed them out last year in a Pro-Am, there's no telling if they're standing up over a 7-foot putt, well, how pissed off they'll be if we're loud. So we better keep it down. But it's funny because, he said you guys weren't in a great position last year. I'm like, we're literally closer to the green this year than we were last year.
We're pretty much on
It's
it.
just worse.
You are.
I mean, who didn't learn their lesson? I'm going to have a word. George Macris, what are you doing? You need to put us on the moon. What are we doing
And
over
they
here?
put you by one of the 2 hardest holes on the golf course. 9 and 15, those par 4s are brutal.
15 is not regarded as hard as 9, but I think it's every bit as hard.
I think they're equally hard.
I agree.
I was looking at this course, and I'm thinking I have good memories in this hole. I birdied most every hole out here myself, except these 2 holes. I've never made birdie on 15 or 9.
Oh, I've birdied them both, but I
No.
played them a lot.
Never
so.
made. Well, I play them from the tips.
Well,
so
wait a minute.
I didn't have enough artillery to get there.
You know,
Well,
just
if
hit
I'm
me.
yeah, I'm talking from the whites or the blues. I mean,
no,
there's
for
no
the
way.
whites I could be okay, but I'd try to play it from the tips.
Why are
So
you playing from the tips?
Because if I shoot 77 from the tips, I know what that means. If I shoot 77 from the whites,
you talking about the
does it
tip,
mean
like the
same
blacks
thing?
or the blues?
I'm talking about all the way back, all the way.
Why would you ever?
I used to do when I played 2-3 times a week. I played there all the time. I always did that. You and I used to have arguments about that. You would come out to Maumelle and say, "I'm a member. These are the members' tees. I'm playing the members' tees."
Yeah, I don't mind playing the blues, but
Yeah.
I'm never going to play the tips. That's silly.
Speaking of that, I saw your friend Kerry Maddox. He's the starter.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
I heard that.
He looked really official. He had a blazer and a white hat. He
Nice.
looked like Noonan when he went to the yacht club.
I
Kind of.
saw Jay Fox was doing it yesterday, the former ASGA head.
Well,
so.
they're using all of the local legends around here, and Kerry and Fox certainly qualify.
Well, I'm a little offended I didn't get asked because I mean I would really bring some
You're on
sizzle.
You're on next year. I can
likely.
see them doing that.
Not likely.
To where we're set up at, I was thinking, why don't they just put us by a place where a lot of activity is going on to go ahead and just. But then I'm looking, we're in the family fun zone. So they're going to tell these kids to be quiet when they bring out these bounce houses and stuff?
That is weird. Are they going to bring bounce houses out?
They got them stored away, and they're going
Okay.
to bring them out so the kids can play. I mean, this is going to be the
That's
kid.
what all this stuff
Yeah, this is going to be the kid zone.
I don't understand that.
How's that going to work?
Yeah, that's not going to be good. The 14th or 15th green is literally 25 yards away. That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Give it to Brother Williams for figuring out this is going to be a potential problem. It is.
I'm with you, though. I would like to be up around more people. I did drive by.
We're about to be.
Well, that's true. I got to go by the driving range today, as I'm sure you guys did, and I saw VJ Singh. He always lines up. Actually, he doesn't always because he was at the end of the range today, but yesterday or 2 days ago was Darren Clark was over there. Darren Clark was cutting it up, telling jokes. VJ Singh said 3 words, I think.
VJ's out there to work, brother.
He's serious.
He's a craftsman.
Well, I'd much rather drink beer with Darren Clark than hang out with VJ.
Oh,
so.
there's no question. Did he have the shafts out, lining himself up? And he's meticulous.
No, Darren was doing that too.
Was he?
I think all the pros probably do
Yeah,
that.
well, the pros, when they're having trouble with their swing, VJ's one of the people they seek out.
Here's the deal today, Christian. We've got a couple things going on. We've got a honorary observer to give away, and here's what you get. You get Lot C parking, which is on Pleasant Valley Drive. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You get a Simmons Bank Championship hat, clear bag, meal voucher. On the tee, you get to have a photo taken with your group that will be digitally sent to you following the round.
Wow.
And I can't tell if you get to go inside the ropes or not. It says, position yourself next to the ropes in the tee areas. I guess you get to walk with the group, though. Follow the rope line on the proper side as noted on the sheet you'll receive upon check-in. Never walk on the greens, blah, blah, blah. Don't do snow angels in the sand bunkers, things of that nature. Anyway, it's a cool deal. But we also have just some regular 4-packs. We've got 3 of them that we can give away today. So let's just give away one an hour. Christian, how do you want to do it?
That's great.
If I start playing I'm
No,
All
I have
Right
an
from
idea.
Cotty. Oh, okay.
I have an idea.
All right.
Do you, if you don't like it, it's fine.
No, let's go for it.
Don't you have the it is inside the ropes, says Ken Duke.
Wow.
That's really cool. They also ask that you don't fraternize with the golfers unless they engage you first.
Fair.
Don't talk to them unless
Don't
they talk
offer
to you.
unsolicited advice.
It's kind of like the way I like it here. Like I don't want you talking to me unless I talk to you
Hey,
first.
you see that over there? Don't short side yourself in that bunker.
Yeah, don't mention
You
that.
can tell them that.
Hey, I think this one breaks right, bro. Be careful. These are really fast, I heard. Thanks, Ken. Okay, so the honorary deal, but we've also got 4-packs. I was going to say, who am I trying to think of? I always want to call him Billy Madison, but that's wrong. Happy Gilmore. Do you have the Happy Gilmore clip where he says, hey, get a load of the golf ball whacker guy? Do you have that clip?
I'm pretty sure I do.
See if you can find that one. If
Step
not,
right up and see the golf ball whacker guy.
if not, I'm All Right's fine. I'm All Right DJ is from what
Step
golf
right
film?
up, folks. See if you can outdrive the amazing golf ball whacker guy.
There you go. That's the clip. When you hear that today, call in and you will have a chance to win one of the 4-packs. We'll do 1 per hour in the zone. Listen up. When you hear Happy Gilmore, you get it. And then we will do the Observer during birthday trivia. How about that?
Sounds good.
You guys cool with that?
I like it.
Pretty good prizes, if you ask me.
I think so. Pigskin, you had to pay your own way out here.
I had to pay my own.
What was it? I would have given you my credential
I
after
don't know.
today. But
Well, it didn't matter. My wife was coming out today, so we're going to walk the course and follow a few groups. So
Nice.
we didn't mind paying a little bit. Help the local economy.
all right. Yeah, really. So we got Arkansas and Auburn this weekend. Arkansas is a favorite in this game now. We're going to talk to Zack about the latest lines. Player props. DJ, I know you're familiar and excited about those.
I like to play props.
Clint Stoerner is going to join us in 14 minutes. He's courtesy of Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram. Tom Murphy at 11. We've got the Red White Report. Thanks to UMS Health Ortho Now. Thanks again to UMS Ortho for sponsoring our visit out here yesterday. Appreciate them. It was good to see Dr. Barnes. And I appreciate from the short grass and Trey Schapp and his fine sponsors, including Clark Power, for having us out here today. I wish we had Clark Power here on site with a heater because
nice.
it's a little chilly this morning. It's actually pretty nice.
This is perfect.
If I was playing right now, I'd be thrilled. Sitting, not the best. Zack will join us. Champs and Chumps brought to you by Washita Bar and Grill and BKC Home Builders. What's up, dudes? They've got a bunch of weddings this weekend. In fact, their daughter's getting married this weekend. And then there's a couple other weddings that are people connected to them this
Okay.
weekend. I
Big
saw
wedding
Tia post
weekend.
about it. Big wedding weekend.
Yeah.
You're not getting married, right?
No.
Okay.
Are they
This
getting married
weekend.
outdoors?
I don't know what the deal is, but
I'm
this
just-
is if it's raining, Pigskin says that's what you get.
I wish outdoor weddings for rain and hail and
Yeah.
locusts.
You
Yeah.
want it, huh?
I don't want any outdoor wedding in my life
No.
ever again.
Yeah, it is rare. I have been like the one I officiated in Mexico. It was approximately 217 degrees, and it was terrible. And I was under a cover, so we were in the shade. The congregants were the people that came were
Baking.
in the sun. It was awful. I felt bad for them, and we're all in suits. It was tough.
Well, then I could work
It
on my
seems
net
like-
permy tan.
But my second one that I did, was in Napa Valley for my good friends Bart and Deanna. And the
Perfect
weather
weather.
could not have been more pristine. So here's what I will say. The one caveat to outdoor weddings is if you can do it in Napa, fine. If not, don't ever do an outdoor wedding ever
San
again.
Diego's that way.
Okay.
You know, Honolulu. There are
Christian,
certain places.
you were saying,
I was going to say, it seems like we always do the outdoor weddings during the summer, and it's just it's a really bad choice.
Thank
Stop
you.
doing them during the summer.
Well, I think most people, it's just expensive, and would you say that's the
Is
way
that the
cheaper
down
way?
period?
outside.
On the
The summer
outdoor
wedding,
weddings
the
are
down-
expensive?
I would say outdoor weddings are less expensive than finding a big venue
Really?
indoor. I would assume.
I think they're more expensive.
Really?
You got to move
think
chairs
so,
and all
yeah.
this
No,
other stuff.
I
Well-
don't know that they're more expensive. It depends where your outdoors are.
Yeah.
Aren't
it
you
in
renting
somebody's
out
yard?
some venue
Yeah.
outdoors?
Or is it somebody's place at
Is
the
it the top of a mountain, like they said in
I've
Anchorman?
been to two weddings recently, including my son's, where the wedding was outdoors and the reception was inside.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's positively idiotic.
Yeah.
I would have told that boy that if I'd have seen him.
well, I will say his venue was beautiful. My buddies and his buddy had a wedding on him. There's a place, it's like an hour outside of town. I can't remember exactly where we drove to, but it was kind of in the middle of nowhere. But it overlooks like this huge valley. It's in Arkansas. It's about an hour from Little Rock. It was absolutely gorgeous, and he actually did have really good weather, so it turned out nice. But it was again, it's a crapshoot.
Women are driving this bus. Men are not. Men are just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and the women have very specific ideas about it.
Yeah, that's
Is
exactly
it possible to have like a 3-day weekend wedding?
They did that in Jesus' time.
In a flex day to have the wedding on when the weather is perfect, and then rearrange all the other events around
No,
the best weather day.
it is not.
No.
Jesus did it. They had like a whole weekend, a whole
Yeah.
festival. That's why they needed all the wine, because they ran out of wine.
I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
It's not the worst idea I've ever heard,
Right?
but
It's not a bad
it's
idea.
not a thing. But it could be a thing.
It could be.
Stop trying to make fetch a thing, DJ.
Well, it's actually not a bad idea. Here's the deal. You're like, okay, look, everybody, we're going to Mexico, right?
Mm-hmm.
And whatever day we like the best, that's the day we're getting married. We got all the stuff here. If we want to get married on Tuesday, we'll get married on Tuesday. If we want to get married on Friday, we'll get married on Friday. We're here from Saturday to Saturday. We'll make the best of it.
We'll look at the forecast
I
and
think
what
it's
day
a-
is perfect. That's the day we'll have the outdoor wedding.
Not a bad idea. It really isn't.
Well,
The other idea is just don't get married outside.
You know, I look at you guys and I think of, the eulogy for RFK. You know, some people see things and say why. I dream things that never were and say why not.
yes.
That's what you guys are. You're
I like that.
visionaries.
You got to text me that.
You're visionaries.
I like that.
Okay. I'll
not?
do that.
Why not us?
Have you thought about where you might get married if you ever get married?
He's
Me?
getting married.
Yeah,
I told
you.
you where I want to get married.
Where?
It's super unrealistic.
At your house?
But I want to rent out the A. You know, I want in Razorback Stadium. I told you this already.
Rent out the A.
Run out of the A, like the players
Oh,
run
run
out of the A.
I want
Yeah.
the whole.
You want the
shebang.
band there?
I wouldn't say the band, but I want it broadcasted on the Jumbotron. I even want to invite the Razorback fans. I want it to be one big party.
There's no reason why you couldn't do that.
You could do
How
that.
awesome would that be?
If a former Razorback star player and Miss Arkansas get married, I'm pretty sure you could pull it off.
Right on the field.
Yeah.
You married right in the
Go
middle.
talk to the governor.
Right in
She
the
can write
middle
a
of that
letter
hall.
for you.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool. We'll work on it.
You can do that.
And I want Houston Nutt to officiate.
That would be amazing. You know,
It'd be a long wedding.
I don't know if Houston was
wound up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be out there 25 minutes.
Hey, man, I'm telling you one thing. This is the best day of your life.
I don't know if preaching was his backup plan, but he would have been a good one.
Yeah.
By the way, they are coming down the 9th fairway right now.
Ooh, we got to tighten up.
Well, it's 2 fairways away. It's okay.
Okay,
we're on 15.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
Huh?
Okay, so let's talk about this NBA scandal real quick, and then we'll move on. That is one of the stranger stories ever. And also, it's funny because, and you guys have probably seen it by now, there was a professional gambler, a guy who gambles a lot, that came out and said that Chauncey Billups' games were rigged 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
How did you guys not catch wind of this?
He said that?
Yeah, the guy said
It was
he
on a
goes,
podcast.
I knew this game was not okay. Yeah, he's like, this game was not okay. Anyway, so he's a current head coach in the NBA. This is the biggest scandal in maybe professional sports history.
This would be like if Tony Soprano got a hold
What?
of Chauncey Billups.
Biggest scandal
Yeah,
ever.
Mafia.
Christian, to have a sitting head coach involved in point shaving.
No,
and,
it's for
you know,
illegal poker games, not point shaving.
I thought Chauncey was
No,
involved
no,
in the
no, no.
NBA
It's
game.
for
No,
illegal
it
poker
was the
games.
poker. Yeah, they were
That's
shaking
Terry
guys
Rowe.
down with an X-ray table, reading their
Yeah.
cards. But this has got Black Sox implications. It could go right to the heart of the sport.
Okay.
It could.
Okay, I thought Chauncey was involved in that
No,
part
no,
too.
no.
I missed that part. Okay.
No, he's doing the
All
poker.
right, so he just did the poker, but there were other guys that had crossover between the poker and the point shaving. Am I wrong on that?
I don't know about
Terry
if there
was
was a
different, right?
crossover between the two, but there's people that were involved with taking bets.
The common denominator is mobsters have their hands all over this stuff. And once you get in bed with the mob, you end up with a horse's head in your bed. So-
It is amazing. So Billups, I understand, was making what, $9 million or whatever,
Right.
and then there were other guys that were making. Who was it that was it?
Terry Rozier?
Yeah, it was making like $26 million.
Yeah, I don't really understand it.
And it's like they were talking. I saw the guys on the inside the NBA, Kenny and Chuck, were arguing about it, and Shaq had some thoughts too. But it was like, and Kenny's like, well, you know, there may be gambling addiction involved, and he's like, no, I don't want to hear that. That's what Chuck said. He's like, that's stupid. He's like, this is just stupidity. And Kenny's like, you can't take a guy who makes $26 million, risking all that for $50,000, and tell me that there's not something illogical and wrong about that. Like they're not. I mean, I think that
they're not thinking clearly.
I think the one thing they didn't mention is greed, because guys who have a lot of money don't necessarily not want more money.
Want one more dollar.
And if they think they can get it for free, they're going to take it.
And I think some people just like the thrill of it, of doing something wrong.
I can't imagine.
Trying to, I don't know, it's very
Thrill
very
of the
bizarre.
chase.
Yeah, the
Can I
thrill.
get away with
they
it?
like it.
Now, here's the thing. The only thing that's going to be a saving grace for Chauncey is if he was threatened. And it's like, here's the deal. You're going to do this or we're going to cut your legs off. So if he got that, that's one thing. If anything shy of that, he's in big, big trouble. But I don't understand what would be fun about rigging poker games.
I don't either.
And the way that they rigged it, too, I mean, it's next level. X-ray poker
Yeah, it's
tables.
pretty wild.
Contact lenses that can see through marks on cards. Those are, wow, this
So
is
did-
extremely high tech.
Do you remember the Sopranos episodes where they had those big high-stakes poker games? And something happened bad every time they had one of those
Ooh,
games.
every
time.
time.
Every time. Somebody tried to hit the game, or somebody was cheating somebody, or somebody that owed them money came in and was laying
That
down
one dude
more
didn't know when to
money.
stop playing.
Exactly. The guy that owned the sporting goods store.
He
That was
did.
a great episode.
He got roughed up.
Yeah.
And then Tony took his
Richie.
car. Tony took his car from his kid and gave it to his daughter, which caused problems in the family. So
Richie did not like that guy at all. Went rough.
Richie didn't like
Richie was
anybody.
very
Here's the-
unlikable in general.
Here's Kash Patel, the FBI director, on what led to these arrests.
Good morning. Today we are here in New York to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Casa Nostra. The men and women up here standing with me represent a small portion of the leadership team that brought profound justice in an era that needed it more than any. I'll just highlight some of the details in the case and the FBI work, and then you'll hear from the others. But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today, former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that This is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Cosa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime families. And you'll hear more about those details today. The charges and the arrests that were taken down across this country range from wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, illegal gambling. This FBI will leave no room for any perpetrator of crime across this country. You hear a lot about our work of defending the homeland and crushing violent crime. Well, this work is also representative of a colossal portion of the FBI's mandate to keep America safe and to keep our entertainment industry fair and secure. The men and women that are standing up here today worked tireless hours, days, months, and years. And the fraud is mind-boggling.
The fraud, my God, the fraud.
Wow.
Here's the thing. Let's get this part of this in. So here's where I was a little confused. Here's what it says. Billups was not named in the sports betting indictment. The description of it says, though he was not named in the sports betting indictment, the description of a co-conspirator who allegedly told a bettor that a number of Trailblazers players would miss a March 2023 game had a playing and coaching career that matches Billups. So I would say he's not out of the woods on that side of it either just yet. Because here's the other thing, too. What is the point of announcing these indictments together? If Billups is completely unrelated to anything basketball,
why lump them in?
Why even do it together? Why not just announce this one day and announce that another day if they're not related in any way other than the tie that binds, which is obviously La Cosa Nostra. And by the way, Cash Patel.
It's not Casa Nostra, it's Cosa.
We got to work on your Italian pronunciations. That was about what I was
Casa is Spanish for house.
Yeah, well, and I thought he kind of butchered the Lucchese family, too. But listen, that's neither here nor there.
Plus, the Colombo family is not doing anything.
Right.
Lots of guys are in big trouble. Let's take a break. It's 11:28. Let's take a break. It's 11:28. When we come back, we will talk to people, including, but not limited to, Clint Stoerner. That's exactly what we'll do. That's what we're going to do. So I want you to stick around in the zone on a Friday. Really happy to have you. It's really, really good. Love being here. Simmons Bank Championship. We are presented by From the Short Grass. You want DJ to sign your golf ball?
Huh? Oh, nice.
You are welcome. There we go. Sir, you got to buy you a pullover. It's cold. This guy, I'm a man. I'm not cold. As we head into the break, congrats. As we head into the break, let me tell you a little something about something. Cash. Boy, wouldn't some cash be good right now?
Cash.
Sure would. How about some hot fried chicken right now? Would you eat it?
Today's the day. Right now.
Oh, my gosh.
Could you imagine?
Well, not right now, but in 30 minutes.
Today's the day?
No, I ate last night,
Okay,
but
good.
yeah. I didn't go to Cash, unfortunately. I wish I had. But
Yeah.
listen, you can go to Cash today for lunch or for dinner, and it's Fried Chicken Friday, folks. I mean, what are we doing? What a great day. When it gets cold like this, I mean, you start thinking about things like heavier dishes like fried chicken to me. Like, I want super warm comfort food. I want chili. You know, I want a heavy Italian meal.
Ooh, that's when we pack on those pounds
Baby.
this time of the year.
Well, you know, you got to stay in the gym, baby. You got to
That's
stay
right.
in that gym.
And you're a little fast.
3-day faster once in a while,
once
yeah.
a month. Okay.
Do what you got to do.
You gotta do what you got to do.
Our friends at Cash are here to help you when you're ready to not fast. You're going to want to go there fast. You got free valet parking there in the evening. 501-850. Also, for parties and special events, they will host up to 150 people. You better believe it. It's Cash. Listen up for Happy Gilmore's voice when you hear him talking about being the golf ball whacker guy. Call 661-1037, and you can win a 4-pack of tickets to come to this Simmons Bank Championship for absolutely free. Also, during birthday trivia, giving away an Inside the Ropes experience for the championship, an honorary observer. Going to be awesome. Stick around in the zone.
Beechwood Hospitality presents coverage of the Dallas Cowboys on 103.7 The Buzz. Beechwood Hospitality, the leader in hotel property management.
This is SportsCenter.
The weekend in football began with an utter domination last night as the Chargers railroad the Minnesota Vikings 37-10. Justin Herbert threw for 227 yards and 3 touchdowns. He found Ladd McConkey, Oronde Gadsden II, and also Trey Harris in the end zone. Kamani Vidal rushed for 117 yards and a score as well. The Chargers are 5-3 overall. The Vikings dropped to 3-4. On the college side last night, just one game as South Alabama beats Georgia State in a thriller 38-31. In college football tonight, 3 games on the docket at 6 o'clock on ESPN2. It's 6-1 North Texas at 1-6 Charlotte. Then in the ACC at 6:30 on ESPN, it's 5-2 Cal and 2-5 Virginia Tech. And then at 9 o'clock on CBS Sports Network, it's 5-2 Boise State and 1-6 Nevada. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network. Complete house demolition or small mess? Mission Site Services clears it, cleans it, and tears it down. Call them today to get on the schedule. Clean it up, clean it out, tear it down. Mission Site Services. Call 501-607-9283.
Check out the new clothing at Bell & Sword in Conway. A new cricket polo with Razorback logo, button-downs, vests, sweaters, slacks with UCA or Arkansas gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. Great staff, fantastic service. Bell & Sword, the only Central Arkansas men's store with a tailor on staff to fit you. So go now to Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Arkansas Roundballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine is taking golf to the next level. As the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics, UAMS Health covers all 19 Razorback sports programs, including golf, and is the official medical partner of the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens. They're also proud to sponsor professional golfers Ken Duke and Glenn Day. Have a golf injury? Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today. That's 501-686-8674.
There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to football weekends, and that's what makes Yingling such a great pick. From traditional lager to light lager, flight, golden pilsner, and black and tan, they brew a beer for everyone's taste. Whether you're manning the grill or setting up the tailgate or just watching with your friends, Yingling's got a flavor that fits the moment. Brewed with nearly 200 years of tradition by the oldest brewery in America. Yingling, legends stand the test of time. DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
The Zone is slowly becoming more like the morning show.
If you could see an old movie in a theater again, what would it be?
I looked up TV dads. You want to name a few?
No.
Let's see what random conversation the guys get into today.
Yes, we're going to do that before we go to Clint real quick.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Let's talk about some really cool things we got going on with some friends that can put you in the right direction. What about that Wood Grill Buffet in Benton off the Congo Road exit? You're always looking for a good meal, especially if you're like me. When I was growing up, I would not stop eating. And so my mom was like, what do we got to do? I got a growing boy. He won't stop. Buffets, the place to be. And with over 200 options on that menu for picky eaters, this is a paradise. But listen to this. Wood Grill will be open for Thanksgiving. They have a special Thanksgiving to-go menu as well. All you have to do is order your turkey insides, pick it up, eat at the homes, and serve as many as you need. You can check that out at their website or on Facebook, or just call to order. Now, if you're going to call and order to pick up, get that call in by November 21st. But once again, open on Thanksgiving, the place to be, the Wood Grill Buffet in Benton off the Congo Road exit.
All right, we are efforting Clint Stoerner, the former Robert E. Lee High School star. So stick around. We'll talk to him momentarily. We are here at the Simmons Bank Championship. Again, we are presented by our friends from the Short Grass, and I'm sure Trey Schapp is roaming around out here somewhere. I wish he would come back with the keys to the buzz truck because I've got a pullover in there, and I want it right now.
Did you say he went to Robert E. Lee High School?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Didn't know that?
incomprehensible to someone from Michigan. I'm sorry.
Well, nobody asked you.
Okay, I get that, but I guess Stonewall Jackson Junior High was a feeder school.
Oh,
good
great.
grief! What are we doing, people?
That's great.
Let's talk to Clint.
Stoerner, play action, looking, pumps, throws down the middle, touchdown, Arkansas! Oh my!
Clint Stoerner is brought to you by Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, the home of the big lot.
Stoerner throws, caught. Emmanuel Foot breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Visit them at Alcoa Road in Benton or check them out at chriscranecars.com.
Play fake, Stoerner steps out of trouble, wow. To a wide open receiver, it's Cobb towards the end zone, touchdown!
All right, let's welcome him in. Clint, Pigskin's got beef with your high school. He wants to know if your school nickname was the Confederates. He wants to know what's going on over there.
One of them, huh? You got one of them in the bunch, huh? Oh,
There's
that
always
is
one.
wild. Yeah, man. I think they tried it. They tried at one point, but they failed. It's amazing what people find in this world to complain about. But I got you, man. It's the Flying Ganders, baby. The Flying Ganders.
Oh my gosh,
that's even worse.
That's awesome. I've never asked you this before. I can't believe we've never had this conversation.
Oh, that's great.
It's amazing to me that it's not Ulysses S. Grant Flying Ganders now.
We went straight to Air
work over
Baytown when I was in school there. So yeah, man, it was that never thought about it, man, and you know, got a lot of teammates that never even thought about it, man. So
yeah,
that's okay. But that's it, man. Robert E. Lee High School, Baytown, Texas.
Let's go. All right, well, I don't really care where Taylor Green played high school football, but he's going to be a key cog again this weekend. He certainly played well at times last week, you know, but it's tough. We talk about it every week, Clint. You almost hold him to a standard of perfection, and if he doesn't meet it, A, we've got to talk about it, and B, Arkansas probably didn't win. But one of these days, by golly, he is going to be perfect, and they're going to figure it out. So, look, I don't know if Texas A&M is a top 4 or 5 team in America, but that's where they're ranked. And if they are, I guess I should probably be pretty impressed with Arkansas's effort last weekend, right?
Yeah, look, I think that's the frustration. I mean, that's the frustration with what is going on, is that you've got a team that's close, right? It's one thing to not be able to win games and you watch and you go, hell, we ain't got a chance at halftime. But when you watch this team, I mean, you've got a shot, man. I mean, it is definitely a frustrating group where if the defense can just hang on for dear life and get a couple of stops, then you hope that Bobby and Taylor can pull that thing out. But and the frustrating part is they can do it against the best teams in the country. Because I've said it before. Look, I think A&M is legit. I don't know if they're number 3 or whatever they are right now. I mean, who gives a rip at this point? They let 12 in, so if you're in the top 12, you're legit. But you know, I think with the landscape of college football where it's at, you got a lot of blue bloods that are down. You got a lot of teams that are typically, you know, very, very dominant that aren't. A lot of question marks. I think with the NIL and the transfer portal, I think it's like free agency in the league. I think it's even the playing field to a certain degree. And, you know, having a squad that can compete with anybody week in, week out, I guess is better than having one that can't.
You know, Clint, I think a lot of people think this should be a good win for the Razorbacks this weekend. But when I'm looking at it on paper and even on tape, Auburn is another team that is right there. All their losses against top 10 teams, they held A&M to 16 points. They played Georgia well. They also played Mizzou well. I mean, you got another team that I would say is a big-time comp for Arkansas. Now, however, where Arkansas' strength is offense, Auburn's strength is defense. How do you see that matchup happening?
Well, I think you just said it. I think that's the beauty of this matchup, DJ, is that if we're looking at Bobby Petrino and Taylor Green and versus a great defense, we've got to win that match. You know, we got to win that matchup. I think it's going to be a hell of a football game to watch because of that right there. But you know, this defense, you mentioned several offenses. I think they held Georgia to 20, and you know, the Missouri game. When it comes to explosives, when it comes to the ability to make plays off script, off schedule, you can't prepare for it. And I think obviously Taylor Green is the best in the league at it. So I think that's what makes this intriguing. And for us at Arkansas, I think it's what makes, you know, this is a game Bobby's got to win. If Bobby wants this job, unfortunately, I think a lot of people are watching what the record is and what the product looks like and kind of how he can improve this squad. this is one of those games that'll go a long way for Bobby Petrino moving forward.
All right, give me a path to success then. What is the key for Arkansas to pull it off this weekend?
Well, again, what DJ just said, I think you've got strength on strength, their defense versus our offense, and right now I just believe that we're better. I believe that now. Again, a lot of that's off script, a lot of it's off schedule, so I can't necessarily bank on it, but I can damn sure bet on it. I think they're going to find a way to score. I think they're going to find a way to be in the high 20s, low 30s. And I think that gets it done. When you look at Auburn's offense, this may be the most disappointing bunch in the SEC. When you look at what's that?
Well, what about LSU?
Well, LSU's ranked. LSU's fine. Look, it's not what they thought.
I'm just talking about their offense.
And
their offense is not.
Yeah.
I'm saying their offense not being.
No question. I'm with you. There's several things in the SEC that are frustrating. Rank them 2 if you'd like. If you want to put LSU ahead of them, that's fine. But when I look at Auburn, okay. Like Jackson Arnold and Hugh Freeze at Auburn in a year when they were supposedly stockpiling NIL money, and this was supposed to be the, hey man, we're gonna go get Jackson, we're gonna come out, we're gonna hit this thing, running. Man, they don't have. The quarterback is 14th in yards. They don't have a receiver until you get to like 7 or 8 on the list. Usually when you're a losing team, like we are, that's playing from behind all the time, at least you have good numbers. At least you have a receiver that's running it up. At least you have a quarterback that's running it up. They don't even have that. Jackson Arnold's thrown 5 touchdowns this year, boys. I don't know. I look at it and I think that's. I expected a lot more out of Auburn's offense. And so, I think our defense can slow them down, and I think we can outscore them.
How much does Cam Ball's departure this week or not unavailability impact your thinking? Obviously not a lot.
Well, yeah. No, look, he's a great player. I think he's one of a handful of guys that'll get a shot on Sunday. But when you watch his play, it's uninspired. He's just like everybody else in the defense, man. They can all talk about being NFL prospects, and they can talk about this or that. The effort is absolutely disgusting. There's quit consistently, and so I would like to think that Cam Ball is a guy that would help this team if he were there. But let's be honest. It's inconsistent at best, and it's been extremely frustrating. So. I think next man up, next opportunity, we'll see.
I'd say that's the one area that somewhat concerns me about this game is because I'm the same way. When I look at the tape with Cam Ball, I'm thinking, man, we haven't gotten much. And it's hard for me to give excuses, Clint, and we shouldn't. But we are extremely light on that defensive line. And then so we've been asking all year, well, if they're too tired, sub them out, get somebody in. Well, we saw that last week, and when our backups came in, I instantly got the answer to my question of why the backups are not coming in. And so when you lose a guy like that of an already depleted defensive line, the only thing that worries me is now Auburn is going to have a chance to establish a running game and control the ball and potentially put Jackson Arnold in some situations where it's 3rd and short, a much higher probability to keep the chains moving. So, I would say – Arkansas needing to score 30-plus points to win this game, because if Auburn's going to have any shot of getting anything going on offense, it's this week against our very depleted defense.
Yeah, look, DJ, I think you're right. But let me tell you what I do this year right here, watching this defense. I would love for a team to come in and say, hey, man, we're going to try to run the ball against this defense. I would love for a team to come in and try to establish a run and outscore us by running the football. And so there's no doubt about it. Cam Ball is a hit. There's no question. But let's be honest. If they're going to stop the run with or without Cam Ball, there has to be a scheme that helps them do that. They're not going to line up in a base defense and stop anybody in this league. And so there has to be the approach of let's be multiple, let's be exotic, let's bring some pressures, let's do some different things defensively to keep them off balance. And so they're never, with or without Cam Ball, they're not lining up and stopping anybody in the run game. And so not to a point where they're gonna shut anybody down. So again, man, I agree with your point of there's not much depth and they're gonna struggle up front, but that's the story with Arkansas more years than not.
Do you think Hugh Freeze gets fired if he loses this week?
I don't think he gets fired this week, but I think he gets fired at the end of the year.
Do you think Brian Kelly gets fired if he loses this week?
I don't think he gets fired right now. I think he gets fired at the end of the year. I mean, look, we've already seen the run of guys like these guys that think they're going to get out ahead of the wave of coaches and get their pick of the litter. I mean, that's obviously not happening. I mean, everybody's keeping their guy. Kurt Cignetti signs a monster deal in Indiana. Did I just see where Lane Kiffin just signed a deal? Was that a real report that I saw? Did he sign a new deal in Ole Miss?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Maybe it's fake, but I think it was just reported that he was offered. I think it was $13.5 million a year at Florida, and Ole Miss was doing everything they could to keep him. That may be a bogus report, but I mean, that's all these teams are doing. They're firing their guy early right now. Is these blue bloods anyway, LSU's of the world. They're just trying to get ahead of the curve, and I think there's been a couple of teams prove that that's just not the case. Now, unless LSU looks at it like I looked at Sam Pittman with Arkansas, I think you can do a lot of damage over a 2 or 3 month period, just letting the dysfunction just exist. So maybe that's the case, but I don't know. I see it probably at the end of the year.
Clint Stoerner joining us on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. Chris Crain, Dodge Jeep Ram, our sponsor. Appreciate our friends at the Big Lot. Only got a couple more minutes here. A couple other games this weekend, Clint. You got game day at Vanderbilt. Man, what a game last week. I'm telling you what, I didn't have a dog in the fight. I always root against LSU, but that was as entertaining a game as I've seen in recent history. Vanderbilt knocking off LSU last weekend. They are 100% believing. The crowd is insane. They are rocking in Nashville, and they get to host game day this weekend with Missouri coming in. Very dangerous team. A couple 6-1ers going at it. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it's beautiful. I love what they got going on at Vanderbilt. The interesting thing is they're almost embracing the fact that they don't have much of a fan base, right? You embrace the fact that you're in Music City and everybody wants to vacation there, and so half the stadium is going to be Missouri fans, just like half the stadium last week was LSU fans. But I love what they got going on, man. Again, another school that has just flat out embraced the transfer portal and capitalized in a big way. You look at what Indiana's done and you look at what Vanderbilt's done. There's no excuse for whoever the next guy is at Arkansas to get it done. I mean, and I'm not saying because those two schools are schools that don't typically compete at the level they're competing at right now. I'm just talking about the way that they've done it. Kurt Cignetti's done it 2 years in a row, and it's not just about a quarterback. Yep. It's not just about paying one guy. It's about a coordinator. It's about him bringing 15 guys with him. It's about, jump-starting your program in a major, major way. And look, guys, that's the reality of what we're looking at here. You're not just hiring a guy, right? I mean, whether it's the head guy, the offensive coordinator, or the defensive coordinator, you're hiring a guy and paying a guy because you can bring 10 or 15 guys from wherever you are right now into our program, and they already know what the hell's going on, what the expectations are, what the scheme looks like. And so we've seen it done at two programs that I would say were below Arkansas, obviously, over the last 10 years, really ever. But we've seen it done in a major way at those two and others, not just those two. So there's no excuse for them not to get it done at Arkansas.
Absolutely. Clint, have a great weekend, man. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, boys, y'all be good, man. Go Hogs.
Go Clint, go Hogs, go Flying Ganders. Talk to you next week. See you, buddy.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
that's gonna do it for that segment as we head in here from the Simmons Bank Championship, again presented by From the Shortgrass today. Going to tell you about our friends over at Oaklawn. We'll check in with Zack at the bottom of the next hour. When we come back, we got some NBA news we're going to share with you more. And we're going to play this clip from MJ from earlier in the week, and we're going to play a little bit of that if you missed it, because I don't think we're going to have time when we get to the rewind. We're also going to be joined by the superintendent, Don Armbrust, who runs this joint out here as far as making sure everything goes well. Are going to get some rain at some point this week, and so we're going to talk to them about some of the challenges there and what they're going to do to make things as good as they can be from a playability standpoint. But at Oaklawn, I don't know if it'll affect the odds or not, but I can tell you this: Stuart Sink and Ernie Ellis open the day as the favorites again, as I told you before, all week. They are 9-1 on the opening line, and it goes from there. So if you're looking to make some money, there's an opportunity out here. There are lots and lots of crazy odds, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Got the World Series starting tonight. If you missed it last night, Chargers dominated the Vikings in their Thursday night football game. Lots of NFL games to bet on this weekend, and of course, you've got the Hogs and a bunch of other games. Arkansas State too, all going on this weekend. And Oaklawn Sports got you covered. Go to oaklawnsports.com or download the app for your iPhone or your Android. Or for general information, you can go to oaklawn.com and find out more about all the cool things going on down there, including entertainment. Book your room. and maybe line up a massage or get a reservation at one of their restaurants. It's at Oaklawn. Go see our friends down in Hot Springs. We're back here at Pleasant Valley after this.
BKC Home Builders are the premier home builders, providing custom builds and remodels. No matter what size your dream is, BKC will walk you through all the phases, from house plans to landscaping, to make your custom home as beautiful as you imagine. The team at BKC will be with you through the entire process. If you're looking for commercial building or remodeling, BKC has your commercial needs covered as well. BKCHomebuilders.com or find them on Facebook. That's BKC Home Builders in Hot Springs.
Leaves are falling, and so are prices at Quachita Chevrolet in Jacksonville. It's a fall festival of savings on select 2025 and 2026 models, including Silverados from $36,500. Drive the all-new Equinox for under $28,000, or lease a Track starting at $249 a month with $3,700 due at signing. Plus, pre-owned deals with available sales tax paid on select inventory. Visit QuachitaChevrolet.com or stop by 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. With approved credit. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
David Basil for Luxury Pool and Spa. It's hot tub season, and Luxury Pool and Spa has Fantasy, Hot Spring, and Caldera hot tubs in stock on the showroom floor and ready for delivery. Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville also carry Serona Spa chemicals and frog systems, the same that I use in my hot tub. It's also that time of year for tailgating and watching the hogs outdoors. Luxury Pool and Spa carries Polywood Adirondack outdoor furniture for sitting around fire pits on those cool nights watching your favorite game. Check them out online, luxurypoolarkansas.com.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See shelter agent Madison Buse in England, Matt Cooper in Russellville, or Todd Session in Morrilton today.
Paradise is found all this October at Southland Casino Hotel. Survive the odds at our Tiki Trials Island getaway, and you could escape on an all-inclusive tropical vacation or win your share of more than $100,000 in free play. Join us Saturdays in October and claim your island destiny. And on Fridays, our Tribe Vibe $100,000 free play giveaway offers free play prizes for you and your tribe members. Learn more at southlandcasino.com. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
The Zone is back. We can't always promise we'll be on our A game.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes.
But Justin Acri and DJ Williams will try their best to make it a smile and a glory hole day for you.
Step right up, folks. See if you can outdrive the amazing golf ball whacker guy.
That sounds like Happy Gilmore. That sounds like somebody calling 661-1037 means they're going to get a chance to go to the Simmons Bank Championship. Don't mess it up. What do you got?
Just tell you about a few things.
Tell me about eight things.
On my way out here.
Yeah.
You know, having a good time.
Sure.
I did see this. People are listening to the buzz. You know why? Because they're putting their phones down while they drive.
Thank God.
Message from our friends at the Arkansas State Police. It's working, y'all. Great job. I got to give you a pat on the back when y'all doing a good job, but don't let me catch you slipping, because I'll tell you to tighten up. Put those phones down on the road. Too many times you're on the road trying to get, from point A to point B. People doing their makeup while driving. They're trying to eat a full breakfast while they're driving, trying to send out emails while they're driving. Stop, y'all. You got
Stop.
It has to wait. Do it before.
Gotta
just
wait.
do it when you get there. And if you have to tell somebody why you're late, tell them because you're trying to protect other people's lives on the road, or just get your day started earlier. Once again, just be safe out there. My friends at the Arkansas State Police will oblige you with a ticket if you refuse to do so, not to ruin your day, but to remind you once again to please be safe on the road. And it impacts your life and other people's lives on the road as well. A message from our friends at the Arkansas State Police.
Today is October 24th. You can hit us up on our live fan feedback, brought to you by Gwatney Chevrolet through our Listen Live button. On there, Adam says, listen to this, guys, the connection between the three. They were all coached by Rick Pitino. Listen to this guy. Okay, I don't know which guy. But okay, I didn't know that. I didn't think about that. And I don't know which three guys you're talking about that were coached by Pitino.
He's talking about Chauncey and
did Chauncey play for Patino
and Scary Terry? And
I don't remember.
He
Chauncey
played for Chauncey under Patino at the Celtics, I believe.
Who?
Chauncey. Patino coached the Celtics.
Patino hated him, got him out. The Pistons get him and win a championship with him.
Yeah, I don't remember him being in Boston. I guess
Patino
he got drafted by
didn't think he was any
Boston.
good. Yeah, like a top 7 pick or something. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Stat says it's only fitting Justin's by the kid zone. They must have assigned the spots by height. Then how do you explain DJ?
I know, right?
I can't agree with Clint. There's no excuse why Arkansas can't develop a program like Vanderbilt has been doing it in Missouri. DJ, what are we doing here? I agree with Clint.
Mm-hmm.
There's no excuse why Arkansas can't develop a program like Vanderbilt has been doing in Missouri. Do you agree?
There's a reason. We're trying to say if they can do it, we can do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Agreed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That has been. I mean, Vanderbilt is the perfect example of, like, if they can do it, anyone can.
Yeah.
A historical doormat.
Yeah.
Wow. Now in the top 10. It's amazing.
Clark Lee has made a fool of me.
What's going to happen if the national championship game features Vanderbilt and Indiana?
It's not going to happen, but it'd be cool.
What if it does?
I think it'd be awesome.
It would be crazy.
I'd love it. I know we need to spend more money on defensive line in the portal, but aren't we losing most of our offensive line too? Yes, Jeff, but there's a whole new slew of people that they can pay to come and play football at Arkansas. That's the good news.
That's just off. I hate this. I do. I mean, the idea of starting from scratch every year when teams that do the best are teams of players that have been there for a while. Example, Vandy. Those guys are sticking around. Pavia came in. He came back. But their O-line, you seen their O-line play together?
2023 Michigan.
Wow.
Most of the players were fourth and fifth year guys. You got to bring them back.
Hey.
You do.
Hey, look at me.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. Listen to me.
What is
This is the way it is. You got to come to terms with it, buddy.
I was hoping he was going to do a Robin Williams and say, it's not your fault.
He knows it's not his fault.
I know, but every year, wipe this. They don't even do that in the NFL.
I think that's why it's so jacked up.
Yeah.
I think it
Green's
makes
back,
the
this
road
year for a second year, so.
Arkansas to compete even harder.
Jeez.
What's Cam Ball's story from the 479? Is he hurt or another issue? He's hurt. Got hurt in practice. Michael from Conway, you think Green would come back next year if Petrino got hired full-time? Talon Green?
If he could.
If he could, I'm sure he probably would. The weather at PV got me thinking that Justin Acri and meteorologists have got a lot in common. They both get paid to be wrong 50% of the time.
What?
And no one bats an IPS, I love you. I'm wrong way more than 50% of the time. Clint's intro goes so hard. What's the beat? Christian?
Going bad, Drake and Meek Mill.
Justin, are we going to change the name of the NBA to the No Betting Association? It's not a bad idea. I like that. All right, we're back for hour 2 after the break. Stick around. You're in the zone on the Buzz, the radio network.
The GM Giant, Crain Buick GMC in Conway is your #1 source for high-quality Buicks and GMCs. Shop Sierras, Yukons, Enclaves, and more. Nobody beats the GM Giant's huge Crain cash discounts and low price guarantee. Buy with 0 down and get the Crain commitment. If your car doesn't say Crain on it, then you paid too much. Shop the GM Giant, Crain Buick GMC on Amity Road in Conway, or visit CrainTeamConway.com today. GMC, we are professional grade.
At Eat My Catfish, fall is our favorite time of the year, and football season isn't the only thing making a comeback. Available now, our famous shrimp gumbo and Cajun boudin balls make their return to the menu. Order online at eatmycatfish.com. Eat local, eat fresh, Eat My Catfish.
Injured? Let's talk about getting help now.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888.
Whether injured at night, on a weekend, or a holiday,
dial 8 for Rainwater, Holtz, and Sexton.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Fernando Carmona joins Out of Bounds, courtesy of Colonial Life Independent Agents, Charlie Schaaf and Damon Francis. Call 501-413-4005.
State police are looking for a person of interest in Fulton County double homicide. Officers are looking for 32-year-old Jacob Smith. Fulton County deputies say they tried to serve a warrant at his apartment to search for evidence, but they've been unable to find him. If you see him or know where he is, please call the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. An Evolve Bank CEO is now in federal custody just a month after he was hired. Evolve Bank was founded in Parkin and has branches out in East Arkansas and in Tennessee. It has been under federal oversight for over a year. CEO's Bob Hartheimer was arrested at the bank's corporate headquarters in Memphis yesterday. The FBI did not say what charges he is facing, but a spokesperson for Evolve says that his arrest is not related to bank operations. Hartheimer has a federal court hearing set for next Tuesday. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm Kara Case, Jessica Rockwell.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Cloudy today with a 20% chance of light rainfall and a high of 72. Also cloudy tonight with a 20% chance of rain in central Arkansas and a low of 58. But it is Saturday. That's when we're expecting the bulk of our rain from the middle of the day through the afternoon. An 80% chance of rain. Some could be heavy. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Well, Bass, game's almost over. I hope you got those bets in on the Oaklawn Sports app. You know, Roger, this Oaklawn Sports betting app might actually make watching games with you bearable. That's big talk coming from a guy who's about to pick up the tab. But I hear you. With this app, we can bet on all the games this season with so many options. And after they kick this field goal, it'll be you picking up the tab. Nah, he's going to miss. It's good! That's bad. Bet all season long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine is taking golf to the next level. As the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics, UAMS Health covers all 19 Razorback sports programs, including golf, and is the official medical partner of the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens. They're also proud to sponsor professional golfers Ken Duke and Glenn Day. Have a golf injury? Call Ortho at 501-686-TOSH to schedule your appointment today. That's 501-686-8674.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Hi, this is Ted Upshaw from Accountable Roofing and Remodeling. Let us bring our over 30 years of experience to your next project. We are certified shingle masters, licensed, bonded, and insured. Are you one of the thousands of Arkansans who has received a non-renewal notice from your insurance company due to the age or condition of your roof? We can help. We offer multiple financing options from help with your deductible all the way down for zero down for the entire project. Call today for your free evaluation, 501-621-0500, or visit us at accountablerr.com.
You know their stories. You know their swings. For these icons, there's no slowing down in sight. Legendary action returns to Pleasant Valley Country Club in Little Rock, Arkansas for the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens on October 24th through the 26th. Tickets on sale now at simmonsbankchampionship.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash cash back. If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code NEW5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code NEW5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code NEW5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank.
Looking to upgrade your home without breaking the bank? Go to The Warehouse, 2011 North 2nd Street in Cabot, Arkansas's trusted source for quality flooring, including SPC vinyl waterproof flooring starting at $139 a square foot, tile starting at 59 cents a square foot, next-gen waterproof hardwood, and many other building materials at unbeatable prices. Contractor, home builder, or DIYer, we've got what you need, in stock and ready to go. Go see the Flooring King, The Warehouse, and Natural State Wholesale, building better naturally.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated.
This edition of The Zone from the Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stevens, and is brought to you by From the Shortgrass with Trey Schapp. From the Shortgrass is a weekly golf podcast for golf lovers and strugglers alike. Episodes air Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on Buzz 2 and Fridays before Morning Mayhem.
Breaking news from Pleasant Valley Country Club. 4 kids were brained by a professional golfer with a 9-iron because they were so loud while he was trying to putt out on the 15th green.
You think they heard that?
Yeah, I hope they did. Hey, you're giving us a bad name, you knuckleheads. Quiet down. I mean, look, I have flipped the script. I've done a 180. Last year I was the problem. And listen, this is a very peculiar idea to have a family fun zone next to the 15th green where the players can hear the children making the noises. I don't understand what they're doing.
They're throwing bago, smacking it on the board. They're kicking these little wall-bally things.
Yeah.
They're punting footballs, laughing, screaming.
Yeah, I mean,
this is chaos.
It's making me uncomfortable.
Me too.
I don't like it. I mean, the 15th green's here, but dude, you could probably hear him over on 9. I'm just saying. Look, tell Retief Goosen's caddy I'm doing the best I can. You know what I mean? I flipped the script. I'm trying to fix things over here. I can't help you. It is a mess. Anyway, Christian, there's gonna be an incident before this day's over. I'm telling you right now.
I'm willing to bet it'll be shut down before the day's over.
Why is the pro braining that kid with a putter?
Has Retief Goosen came through here yet?
No.
That's when it'll happen.
Yeah. Listen, Jeff ain't gonna play with him. Jeff will come over and smack a kid. No, Jeff don't play. He came at me, and I'm a grown man. You think he won't come over here and brain a little kid?
What do you think Stevie Williams caddying for Tiger would do in that situation?
He'd probably put a cigarette on the kid's eye.
I think it would end badly.
Let's go to the Red-White Report as we start our 2 Tom Murphy coming up.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.
Arkansas, 11:45 tomorrow against Auburn, which means our pregame show is starting at 7:30 or so, I'm told, because the Learfield broadcast starts at 8:30. So they're going to get 15 extra minutes out of Phil and Rick and the crew. So there you go. I mean, we've talked this game to death. I don't know what you think, but I can't wait to see it play out. I'm looking forward to watching it. I'm going to say it again next week. I don't care what happens this week, and I'll be looking forward to that game too. Arkansas's got some distinct advantages, and they got a couple of disadvantages too. What's the deal?
Now they got the kids sitting front row in these little lawn chairs with all their little toys.
It's going to be bad news. Yeah, this is going to be. Enjoy the last year of the Simmons Bank Championship, kids. It's almost over. They're going to put a stop to this.
Oh no!
Four little kids ruined it for an entire community.
They're going to start IDing you to get into the event, man. Yeah. Under 18, not allowed.
It's wild. Okay, there's basketball tonight in Fayetteville. Cincinnati playing Arkansas, and that game is on ESPN Plus. You can also catch it. Joe Klein's doing the color. You can also catch it on the Buzz. On Buzz 2 because we have a high school game of the week on 103.7 between two 7-0 teams, with Searcy hosting Robinson tonight, and that should be a real good one. And then, let's see what else is going on. Volleyball lost again. Boy, volleyball is in the tank right now. Tag Ridings got very defensive yesterday when I mentioned volleyball.
Yeah, he did.
Was struggling. He's like, they had to replace a lot of players. I'm like, easy, Tag. I mean, I didn't know you had a connection.
Calm down, Sling Blade.
I will say this, Tag Ridings is your first-round leader, co-leader,
How about that?
at 4 under par currently.
We're on the green again.
And here we go. We got to quiet down. All right, let's bring in Tom Murphy, and we will get to it.
Tom,
this is
quiet.
This is our second group. This is Stuart Appleby and Harrison Frazier. These there's twosomes. The first two groups are twosomes, and then it's threesomes the rest of the day. Make up your own jokes. Anyway, Tom, welcome. We are at the Simmons Bank Championship. We're right by the 15th green, and I got yelled at last year by a caddy during the Pro-Am. This is the actual tournament, so I'm going to definitely keep my voice down so I don't get in trouble. How are you?
I'm doing good. Do I have to speak in hushed tones as well?
No, we don't have a speaker out here. You can talk as loudly as you want. It'll be just fine. So, have you ever been to a professional
I'm developing.
golf? Yeah?
I'm developing a Happy Gilmore scenario in my head. Like something's going to happen there that could have been put in that movie based on you guys.
Well, I'm going to be Bob Barker in this scenario, and I'm going to beat somebody up. It's going to be great. Anyway, it's fun watching these guys, though. This is an interesting hole. So, by the way, on 15, for those who've ever played out here, it's a long par 4 that doglegs slightly left, and it has they have the pin all the way back today. So I don't know what got in the Super's deal. Maybe his wife didn't cook him a hot dinner last night or whatever, but that's a tough pin position for day one, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so speaking of tough pin positions, Arkansas's got one this weekend against Auburn. Both teams looking for an answer, Tom. Both teams looking to break through. Both teams have played some pretty darn good football, and we're going to see whose will wins out this weekend. What do you think about the matchup?
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to get across in the story I'm writing right now, is that these are winless teams in the conference, but you can't call them like hapless or woebegone teams because of how close they've played everybody. And I'm telling you, to hear Hugh Freeze talk about this, it sounds like Sam Pittman and with the close dialogues of the last few years. But it is true how close they've been, and then obviously we've seen a officiating crew get in trouble for their performance in their loss against Georgia. And then they also had the suspect call in the Oklahoma game with the hidden Isaiah Satania play. So they've been up against it from an officiating standpoint. But the Razorbacks and their fans don't feel sorry for them in the least because the 2020 game they basically had taken away from them. If Joe Fouché recovers that fumble in the immediate aftermath of the Bo Nix fight, maybe Arkansas gets the win there. So it's been a while, and I enjoy hearing Bobby Petrino talk about it because Chuck Barrett threw him that question that you just put to me. Two teams desperately hungry for a win, and when he posed that to Bobby Petrino, it was like, we're not worried about Auburn at all. We're worried about ourselves and how our hard work can pay off in a win. And I like that attitude. It's just been so crazy that the road team, I believe, has a winning record or very close to 500 in this series, which it's a strange one, but the road team's won the last 4, you know.
Tom, in your estimation, an already struggling defense loses one of its best players in Cam Ball. What's the impact, you think, tomorrow?
Right. Well, I mentioned the term smoke and mirrors last week because, they were dealing without David Oki and Danny Salee. Well, it looks like they'll have Salee back, but I don't think he replaces Cam Ball in terms of a productivity standpoint, even though this hasn't been a great year for Cam. So they're going to have to be very, very creative. Auburn, because of this, will probably try to run the ball more and establish that to give Jackson Arnold and that quarterbacking crew a better chance. But I don't know what Arkansas is going to have to do. I mean, Ian Griffard's going to have to play an exorbitant amount of snaps again, it looks like. Salee will probably have to play a lot. I don't know if they're going to go as deep as running Frank Molipola out there, some more, or some of those younger guys get some run, but they're up against it when it comes to depth on their defensive front for sure.
I didn't hear anything on this, but I assume Taylor Green came out of last week's deal okay. I mean, there was a hush over the crowd when he went down, and My son turned to me, he's like, oh, gosh, it's over. I'm like, yeah, this is not going to be good if he can't get back up. I'll give Talon a lot of credit for a lot of things, and I was very impressed with his toughness last week coming back and giving Arkansas a chance at the end of the game. Have you heard anything on that, Tom? Any issues with him this week at all?
No, he went on the radio show. It has not been a point of discussion, and obviously he tweaked the knee. He had a knee-to-knee, it looked to me like, with the defender on that play. And you could see, even when he went back in, he was wincing a couple of times. But, you know, it wasn't that long that later where he had the long touchdown run with 27 yards or whatever that was, a great scramble before the half. So I really don't think there's anything lingering on that. We saw last year he played through the pain with the knee that he suffered in the Tennessee game in early October. So, when this is all said and done, no matter what Arkansas's record is, I hope Arkansas fans respect how good Talon Green has been and what a leader he's been. If they were a solid defense this year, I don't know what games they would have lost, maybe outside of Notre Dame, if they were playing better defense this season.
Tom Murphy, the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, joining us on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. What happens if Arkansas wins, and what happens if Arkansas loses? And same for Auburn, as far as the coaches are concerned, you think? Is there a direct impact in their futures on the outcome in this game?
I think it all weighs in on the eventual. I mean, for Auburn, if Hugh Freeze loses this game and they lose their fifth straight and they're 0-5 in conference, the pressure there is really great right now. And, Brian Harsin was fired a few years ago after losing to Arkansas down there. It would not be out of the realm of possibility that it could be, a decision on it next week. I don't think. I'm not inside Auburn athletics, so I don't know if they've committed to stick with Hugh for the long term or just what. But it certainly wouldn't bode well for him and his future beyond this season. And then for Bobby Petrino, it might be a must-win in terms of who's going to get the head coaching job, because it seems like you're running out of opportunities. Although I give them a shot on both those road games at LSU and Texas. I mean, when you look at where those teams are right now compared to what we thought of them in the preseason, Texas is scoring the fewest points, or has the worst total offense in league games in the conference, just behind Auburn. So to me, they're beatable, and so is LSU if Arkansas gets the kind of effort they've been getting. But I think they need a win this week and probably next to keep holding on the rope and to put forth that type of effort in those two games.
Well, much like Bobby Petrino, I'm not too worried about Auburn this week either, but I will say the headline, I can already see it, Tom. I'm a big newspaper guy. I can see the headline in the Plainsman. It's not Hugh, it's me.
Oh, that's you. That's good.
That's what the next coach. That's how they'll introduce him.
Did that hit you, or
it just came to me as I was sitting here.
That's impressive.
That's what alcoholics call a moment of clarity, DJ.
Yeah.
And you just saw it happen right before your very eyes.
Yeah.
We had a couple of guys on this week, per usual. I'll tell you what, I've been blown away every week, Tom, by Mike Washington, and even more so with Caleb Wooden. And his side of the ball, obviously, it has been struggle bus city. But, he took 100% responsibility. He said he's not worried about the outside noise. And he said something about balls dropping this week. Basically, they got to man up. And
you got to drop your sack.
Yep, you just got to get after it. They got to play like we keep waiting for that moment. Like, I keep waiting like these guys play like their lives depend on it. And I don't know if that magical moment's going to hit. Certainly, shorthanded this week doesn't make it easier. But, again, it's an every week thing. I feel like we're just, like, on repeat. It's an intriguing matchup. They've got a shot. Let's go watch it. I can't wait to see it. I don't know. Any sort of, I guess, more deep in the weeds? Thank you. Deep in the weeds sort of thoughts on the game, Tom, as far as the matchup that may be a key thing?
Yeah, I'll just riff on where you were, and it was that it's amazed me that, like the 2023 team, I felt they played a bunch of close games in a row, but they lost them all. It was like in succession, LSU, Bama, and Ole Miss, all one-score games. And I think down the stretch, that team kind of let go of it a little bit, and they had the bad losses at home to Auburn and Missouri. But this team is holding on, and I cannot put myself inside the mindset. Like, they're getting paid, but yet they are fighting very hard, and that's shown in the results these last few weeks. And I think they probably realize that they're a good team And it's like Hunter Yurchek said at the announcement of Petrino as the interim coach, that there's a good team in there. We know it. We just have to find that team. And I don't know if, a comfortable win is in the works or what, but if they could put it together and play a more sound defensive type game, they'd have a chance to subdue this Auburn offense. There's one play, and it's not normally my deal to point out personal failings, but if we're going to talk about a guy fumbling or whatever, we can talk about a defensive play. So I'm going to say this. Jaheim Singletary had a shot on the fourth down play where Emmitt Smith's son, EJ, had the ball, and Justice Boone did a great job. He blew up the tight end, knocked it into the backfield, and it put EJ Smith off his pattern, and he was stalled about 3 yards behind the line to gain. And Jaheim Singletary is unblocked on the edge, and if he charges in and just makes a play, as you guys were just talking about, that can be a tackle for loss. But he kind of just stood his ground and waited to see what direction. The middle was clogged up, so he ended up scraping off the left edge of that tight end, and that's where Jaheim Singletary was. And if he just comes in like a heat-seeking missile, it's a tackle for loss. Instead, he kind of stood his ground. He hit Smith a little bit behind the line to gain, but Smith plowed through him, and actually Singletary got banged up on the play. And I'm just saying, it's that kind of play. They would have gotten off the field. It was fourth down, and he didn't make it. So they got to have guys like Singletary and others that just go in and make that play, and that could be the difference in a game like this.
That's called being soft. You won't say it, Tom. I will. I mean, and you pointed out that one play. You say you don't like to point out areas of improvement. I do all the time. You know me. That's just the way the game goes. And I even think Wooden, he commented on the same thing, saying our DB on the edge just needs to pull the trigger. So the thing about Singletary that frustrates me is that's not the first time that's happened. That's all over the tape. If you go back and look at that fourth down at Memphis, he spectated the whole time. If you go back and look at a couple other short yardage plays against A&M, it's the same thing. It's just avoiding contact at all costs. And so, yeah, you hate it. But once again, the depth is an issue, and you can't afford to put somebody else out there.
Yeah, I'm going to go off on a totally different thing right here. In my research for this story I'm doing tomorrow, I came across the 08 game. It was the Bobby Petrino game down there, and you guys won it 25-22, but you dominated them in total yardage. It was like 416 to 2-something. And Michael Smith went off 170-something yards. He had the 63-yard touchdown run that was the backbreaker. But, DJ, it's to me, Bobby Petrino, he knows how to win games. And to me, that kind of stands out along the road wins in this series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I was just thinking, Tom, like all the famous or notable fourth downs. The two last weekend won't compare, but think about the Hunter Henry play, and then back in the shootout with that fourth down conversion from Texas, which people don't like to talk about.
I'll tell you the big fourth down. Oh, go. Sorry.
Well, I was saying, but the two fourth down plays from last weekend. Again, if Arkansas gets that stop you alluded to, and then obviously they had it all set up on the fourth down play offensively, got a couple of guys running open, and if Talon pulls the trigger on that, maybe we have a little different conversation all week this week.
Against
after
A&M? Yeah, same thing against Tennessee. Fourth down play, 4th and 4, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But you talk about a fourth down play that I think put Petrino in a really good spot of not being an embarrassment. His first year out was in Little Rock against Louisiana Monroe. It was 4th and something to Chris Gregg. Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
It was Cowboy Go Get It pass.
Oh, yeah.
They were all over it. In case you just threw it up, I was like, we just lost to Louisiana Monroe. Oh, they're going to get after Coach P for this one. But Chris Gregg, man, I don't know how he came down with that ball, but he did. That was probably the biggest catch of his career.
Absolutely. Cowboy Go Get It is a famous call in Petrino family history. And I think ran it against Georgia a few years later, or a similar play to Chris.
It was the exact same play.
But, yeah, so you remember the first two games of the Petrino era, barely beat Western Illinois, barely beat Monroe, and then things got better from that point on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that Western game. I was up there for that one. Not a great But anyway, it all worked out. All right, Tom, listen, have a great weekend and get a good early start. Plenty of time to beat your deadline this weekend. So I appreciate you, my friend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Y'all enjoy the golf. Take care.
All right, buddy. All right. A couple things here. This is from Riggs. I wanted to apologize to DJ.
Okay.
When you first started, I thought you were an Acri DEI hire. I was wrong. You're one of my favorites at the Buzz, right up there with Roger. I don't know what's more offensive. Appreciate your honesty when someone is wrong or when you don't know something. More DJ Williams.
That's one of the best compliments I've had.
I couldn't agree more.
It's nice for your mother to call into the
I don't think
Is that her?
I don't think
my
DJ's
mom would
mom.
lead off with DEI.
No, pretty sure no.
I'd love to see the power
Yeah.
ranking of the Buzz personalities.
Like the Q rating or the power?
Just
You're talking
yeah.
about a likability quotient.
Right, yeah.
I think, yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? The Q rating?
Yes.
Q rating.
Okay.
Does that get measured somewhere?
Yeah, they do it for celebrities. Like you get a Q rating.
Oh.
Yours would be way up there. I think.
Politicians get them. Yeah.
Huh.
Who do you think would be the most likable person at the Buzz?
DJ's got to be pretty high. Joe Franklin.
I would
Nobody
say- I
beefs
think
with
so.
Joe.
Freaky Joe.
Yeah, Joe
I
has
would
no
say-
negative.
I would say
Q
Roger's
rating.
up there, right? Is Roger? Yeah, Roger's got to be.
I think Roger's a little more.
He can be polarizing at times.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think sometimes he's a lot, and so for some people that's too much.
Okay.
I like Roger the way he is, but some people can't take
Justin?
it. Justin Moore?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. He's on so little.
He's not on enough to register, almost.
Oh, this
Acri, I feel like you're right down the middle.
Oh, no.
Love you.
Towards the bottom.
Well, I think
It's
Josh
you.
and I are towards the bottom, for sure.
No, Christian, you're up there.
That's dumb.
You're up there.
That's
Christian.
dumb. That's the dumbest.
Everybody likes you and Josh.
No,
that's dumb too. No,
Josh.
that's a dumb thing for you to say, Christian. You are not anything like Josh at all, as far as the way you're
Hey,
perceived by the
didn't you
listeners.
hire him?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Well, he's not perceived the same way that Christian is.
Well, no, but I like both of them.
Well, I like them both too.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I don't think that the public perceives them the same way
We are
at all.
very
No,
different people.
they're different.
Yes, you're very
Look at
different people, and you're perceived very differently for the same reason. But I do think, I will say this, I do think people think both of you are intelligent and well-read and certainly know what you're talking about. That's absolutely the case. Whether people want to admit that or not, that's the truth.
I can tell you who won the trivia contest between them.
Wasn't even
I can
close.
tell you who I
It
want.
wasn't even close.
I can tell you who I want to punch in the throat more, and it is not Christian. This guy says DJ sucks. Just trying to keep his head from swelling. You know that's from Ethan.
Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Ethan.
This is from the 501. Justin Moore is awful. Christian and Josh are great. I'll tell you this.
Thanks, Mom.
When he is on, small sample size of Justin Moore, Jeff says. When he is on, Justin Moore is one of my favorite Buzz personalities.
He's absolutely great.
He knows sports. He's funny.
Does.
He's snarky. He's edgy. He'll say anything. I love it. And he's like
I think
the
he has
epitome
nothing
of
to
the
lose,
frustrated. He's the epitome of the frustrated Razorback fan, and that passion comes out, and I love listening to him. It's great. I like Acri because he's a smart ass. I think they mean me.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's why I like me too.
Hey, everybody I talk to loves you.
PW says Christian is great. DJ sucks. Signed Pat Walker.
Did he? First of all, spell sucks right, Pat. You said DJ Bucks.
Oh, DJ Bucks. Maybe that's what he meant.
I don't know.
I'm not
He
sure
means you
that's
need to
actually-
have your own currency. With his
Nuck if you
face
buck.
on it.
You probably should.
Fair.
All
I
right.
miss Pat, by the way. I miss you, buddy.
Well, you can always go see him. We got to take a break. Zach Gillham is joining us on the other side. At 11:45, we're going to talk to the superintendent out here at Pleasant Valley. So we got to get to it and get to the break.
And I'll tell you a really cool thing. Pat, listen to this. If you get back on my good side, which you are always on, maybe I'll get you something for Christmas. How's this sound? A nice little farm hand box from my friends at Standing Firm Farms. I'll tell you what's in it, okay? Because it's going to be that high-quality, top-end Angus beef from bone-in, ribeyes to strips, fillets, and ground beef. But let's get back to this farm hand box. For $250, you can get 12 patties, handcrafted quarter-pound each for that juicy, flavorful bite of ground beef. 3 packs conveniently portioned up into 1 pound each. You get 2 ribeye steaks, 14 ounces. You get 2 16-ounce sirloin tips. A nice specialty cut there with the stew meat. You get a 3-pack of 18 ounces each and get you a nice little chuck roast, 3 pounds, and 2 short rib packs, 2.5 pounds each. How about that? That sounds good. So if you want to get an order like that just in time for the holidays, that is the perfect gift for anybody who loves at Standing Firm Farms.
Tune in every Monday night at 7 for the Coach Calipari Show. Coach will break down each game and talk strategy. And it's all brought to you by Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram and the Big Lot in Benton.
This is Sports Center.
The Chargers dominated the Vikings on Thursday Night Football, beating them 37-10. Quarterback Justin Herbert had 3 touchdowns and 289 yards. Keenan Allen had 44 yards on the night, joining Antonio Gates as the only players with 11,000-plus receiving yards in Chargers history. Tonight, Arkansas basketball has an exhibition against Cincinnati at home. This is the Razorbacks' first exhibition of the preseason, while it's the Bearcats' second. They beat 7th-ranked Michigan 100-98 last Friday. Tip is set for 7. It can be streamed on SEC Network Plus. Radio coverage can be heard on 106.7 Buzz, too. And the Buzz High School football game of the week is a battle of unbeatens. As Cersei hosts Joe T. Robinson with kickoff set for 7, coverage will start on the Buzz at 6:45. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Go to 1037thebuzz.com and register to win tickets to Foul and Flame, November 22nd in Des Arc. Get tickets and more info at foulandflame.com.
It's fall, y'all. Get your vehicles ready for all the seasons ahead. Yes, all of them. Football, the holidays, and our Arkansas weather. Point S Arkansas can take care of your tires, brakes, shocks, or just a general service for the brands you know: Falcon, Toyo, Kumo, Blackhawk, and more. Visit one of their locations today: Tiretown Point S in Benton, Bartlett Tire Point S in Heber Springs, Fleet Tire Point S in Russellville and Pottsville. Online at pointstire.com.
Make Jim's Razorback Pizza your game day headquarters. Known for their amazing thin crust and Detroit-style deep dish pizzas, but don't pass up on their wings that were voted the best by AY Magazine. If you're looking for a great place to watch the game and the most accommodating service around, visit Jim's Razorback Pizza at Highway 10 just past Taylor Loop and the second location at the Morgan Mall Mail exit. Jim's Razorback Pizza, proudly serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years.
We got the big deals at the Big Rock. Got the big deals at the Big Rock.
Hey Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot, Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Rock Benton.
Looking for burgers, barbecue, beer, bourbon, ball games, and brunch? Look no further than Washita Bar and Grill, 915 Central Avenue in beautiful downtown Hot Springs. Washita Bar and Grill, family and pet friendly, with indoor and outdoor seating available. Bingo Bango Brunch, served on Sundays from 11 till 3, with live music Thursday through Saturday. Take a look on Facebook to see what events they've got going on this week, and join the fun at Washita Bar and Grill, Central Avenue, downtown Hot Springs.
Welcome back to The Zone. You want to get into the show? Text us on our text line at 501-661-1037 or message us on our live fan feedback.
Thanks again to Dr. Barnes and our friends at UAMS Ortho Now and the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. I want to thank all of them for all the good work they're doing and for sponsoring our show out here yesterday. But Ortho Now open Monday through Friday, 8 until 8, Saturday, 8 until noon in the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Drove right by it yesterday on the way home. Conveniently located right there off I-630. Big, beautiful building. And you walk in there, you get taken care of. It works like that. Pretty simple. 801 Cottage Drive if you're one of those folks and you want to put it in your old GPS. 501-686-TOSH, 501-686-8674 is the phone number. Any kind of orthopedic issue of any age, whatever you're going through, get in there and get taken care of, folks. Don't live in pain. That's crazy. What are you doing? Again, through the work week, 8 to 8, Saturday, 8 to noon. Patients get on-site x-rays if necessary, and fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons, ensuring the best possible care when you need it the most at Ortho Now. Update on the leaderboard, and then we'll join Zack down at Oaklawn. Your leader is the former Razorback. Ooh, Pig. Suey. Tag Ridings. 5 under par through 9. One-shot lead over VJ Singh, baby.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
VJ's 4 under through 7. But Tag's been playing great. Had another big finish last weekend, top 5. And so joined us in the zone yesterday. Got a little zone karma working, so good for him. Yeah, he'll be coming through here before we're off the air today, too, so we'll have to keep an eye out for him. Billy Andrade is 3 under par. He is a couple shots back. There are a few other guys that are a couple shots back at 3 under. We just saw Stuart Appleby come through here. He's 2 under through 16. So he's got a couple holes left. We'll see if he can finish it off. Boo Weekley is 2 under. KJ Choi, the Korean, 2 under through 7. So a lot of the Justin Leonard, who was a former major winner, is 2 under through 3 today. So really good start for Justin Leonard. I think the first hole for sure is a very birdieable opportunity for them. Second hole apparently is too. It's a downhill par 3. But anyway, good to see that those guys are off to a good start. We'll keep an eye on Tag, and hopefully he can keep it up. All right, let's get to Zach.
Now it's time to look at the odds on the biggest sporting events of the weekend. It's Better Bets with Oaklawn's Vice President of Racing and Wagering, Zack Gillham. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Ooh. All right, Zach, what's up?
Hey, guys, how we doing today?
Well, we're at a golf tournament, and they're paying us. It's not really a bad day, I would say. It's a little chilly, but that's my biggest complaint.
It sounds like a great day of work. It's just the weather that you're having to fight a little bit, but nothing wrong with that.
There's no doubt. Not bad at all.
I could use a heater. That'd
yeah.
Nice.
Hold me, DJ. Let's talk about the Razorbacks, Zach. It's been an interesting week as far as Arkansas goes when you look at the line, because Arkansas opened, of course, as the underdog, and now they have moved into favorite status.
Yeah, they opened as a slight dog, about a point and a half, depending on where and when you looked. But it moved pretty fast and flipped to Arkansas being your favorite. They were about a 1.5 point favorite most of the week, but that has continued to move towards Arkansas. It is now Arkansas Razorbacks minus 2.5, total in that one at 56.
Yeah, I like the over. That was a question of the day today on the morning show. Christian, what do we end up on a question of the day today? Just about the line, or what are we doing?
No, I didn't think the question of the day was over-under for Morning Mayhem. I saw it was just who wins. Our question of the day was over-under.
About... oh, okay, that was where I saw. Okay,
yeah.
I saw it. I knew it this morning. Yeah, okay.
So what do you take the over?
All right, so yeah, I like the over in that one, but I expect Arkansas to score some points, and I certainly think Auburn will too. Unfortunately,
it's going to rain, and it shouldn't be delayed this time.
That's right.
It could be a little sloppy.
Yeah, you do have some player props that have hit the board. As we've mentioned in prior weeks, that will continue to build as we get close to the game time. But you have anytime touchdown score, player passing, rushing, player passing and rushing combined. You'll see some receiving props hit the board, if not tonight, tomorrow morning. So keep your eye out on that. And then you also have the team totals.
Zach, a little baseball game going on tonight. It is game 1 of the World Series. And I'm assuming the Dodgers are the favorites. Give me the breakdown on the numbers for the overall and then for the game tonight.
Yeah, game tonight, minus 165. This is in Toronto, so they are hosting game 1, but Dodgers are your favorite at minus 165. Total in this right now at 7.5. And then for the outright win, the odds just keep going in the Dodgers' favors. They're now to minus 235 to win the World Series. You do have some series markets on the board, so if you want to get specific, I've heard a lot of people trying to predict. They feel like it's already a foregone conclusion. Dodgers have won again, but they're trying to figure out, is it 4-0, is it 4-1, is it 4-2? You do have options on the board for that. If you think Dodgers are going to sweep it, you're getting plus 650 on that 4-0, plus 350 on the 4-1.
Okay. You guys don't do MVP as far as that kind of thing goes, or do you have any player props at all?
Yeah, player specials on the board, so you can have who's going to record the most home runs in the World Series. So this would be for the entire series. Shohei Ohtani, obviously your favorite at plus 150, but you have Guerrero Jr. at plus 300, George Springer's at 500. And then you have individual player props for the games as well, and that's going to be very similar to what you saw all season. So you'll have an array of things that go from hits, strikeouts, home runs, stolen bases. If you want to go specific and look at the listed pitcher, those options are available as well.
All right, talking to Zack Gillham from Oaklawn Sports. Again, you can go see him down there. Download the app for your iPhone or Android, or you can go to oaklawnsports.com. We've got a full slate of college football games this weekend, Zach, and some really good ones in the SEC once again. Maybe not quite as good a weekend as last weekend, but it's pretty darn close. I mean, you got 2 6-1 teams going at it with the Vanderbilt game. Alabama's in a big matchup this weekend. I mean, you get some really good matchups this week.
Yeah, I mean, 3 matchups that contain both teams in the top 25. So I'll just start at the earlier game. Ole Miss, Oklahoma. That's number 8 Ole Miss going to 13 Oklahoma. Oklahoma, a 5-point favorite. It was as high as 6 points at one point, so it's going the other direction. Total at 52.5 in that one. And then you have Missouri, Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Right now, Missouri ranked 15th, Vandy number 10. Vandy, a 2.5-point favorite. That line's been teetering back and forth between the field goal and 2.5. Good news is with alternate lines on Oaklawn Sports, you can pick that number. Odds will adjust a little bit, but if you want Vandy, most of the action I've seen is coming in on 2.5. Missouri are taking 3.5, moving it and getting that extra hook. And then night game, you have Texas A&M, LSU. LSU coming off that loss to Vanderbilt, so looking for a win. Texas A&M still up at top of the SEC, so playing for potentially being the champion there. And they are minus 2.5 on the road. That's Texas A&M, your favorite, headed to LSU down in Baton Rouge. This total is at 49.5.
What time is that game?
That game is at 6:30 p.m.
The LSU game, Texas A&M, that'd be a good one.
Yeah,
for
LSU.
sure.
Yeah, LSU's at 6:30. You have 2:30 for the Vanderbilt, Missouri game, and then Oklahoma and Ole Miss at 11 a.m. So you have a top 25 matchup from the SEC in all-time slots.
What's the best NFL game this weekend? Have we looked at that?
You could. I've heard a couple different cases made for a few games. I know one that I'm looking at, that Sunday night game between the Packers and the Steelers. Right now, the Packers are 3-point favorite on the road. But you have the Cowboys looked good last week against the Commanders. They're headed up to Denver. Denver had that good comeback against the Giants. So see what happens in this one. But the Broncos are a 3.5-point favorite in this matchup. The other game that I'd say is getting some interest in action is the Ravens and Bears game, believe it or not. Ravens right now 6.5-point favorite in that matchup. Total right now sitting at 49.5.
The Chicago Bears have won 4 straight football games. This is not a joke. Christian, could you pull up the Sports Cuts page? Because I want to play this clip from Baker Mayfield. Baker was very frustrated, you could tell, the other night in their loss to Detroit. Detroit thumped them, and Gibbs ran all over him. And Mike Evans nearly died the other day. They beat the heck out of him. He has a concussion and a broken collarbone. He's out for the remainder of the regular season. But I did not know, even though it's a division rivalry, I would expect a little bit of this, but I didn't know that it's quite this bad. But basically, I would say this is Baker Mayfield throwing a little shade at the Saints. I expect a very good performance from him, even though he's got some limitations on his targets this week.
You said on a podcast over the summer that you hate the Saints. I'm just curious what makes this rivalry so intense.
It hasn't exactly been clean play from their part when we play them. It's a physical game. It is what it is. You expect it. Division rival. Not much else to say besides the fact that I don't like them.
Is it a physical game, or are they cheating and dirty? I think he's calling them out that they're dirty. I think he's got a little bit of a chip on his little shoulder there. So we'll see how it goes. That line, by the way, is at what, Zach, for that one? Because when I saw the line come out, I was like, I'm all over the Bucks, but I think it actually has gone in favor of them, so a little bit bigger number to overcome. But you got to like them by a touchdown, I would think, as long as Ryler's playing quarterback on the other side.
I would agree. We discussed it on Oaklawn Game Day this week, and this is definitely one to look at, and it's getting a lot of action. Buccaneers right now -4. They are on the road. It is a divisional game, but I'll agree, given what we've seen this season, them winning by a touchdown would not be a stretch.
I don't care if they're playing in New Orleans or Tampa or if they're playing out here on the 15th fairway. I don't think New Orleans is in very good shape this week. So, all right, how about some updated odds in the Simmons Bank Championship, which is really the focus for us all week this week?
Yeah, right now there are not live odds on the board. I'm reaching out to one of our data providers. I don't know if it's the weather that has them a little nervous, but we will work on getting live odds up for this event. The pre-match odds we discussed this week, you had Ernie Els and I believe it was Justin Leonard were your co-favorites at 9-1. And then you had some other. Stuart Sink. Leonard was your third, so it's at 11-1.
Yep.
So
Okay.
that was
Leonard's
on the board,
off to a good
and
start.
it should repost overnight. But keep your eye out there because there's a good chance that will post live. If not today, then during the weekend.
Tag Ridings, the former Razorback, is 6 under par through 10. He is leading the tournament by 2 shots over Vijay Singh. oh my goodness, a little zone karma from yesterday. That man was sitting right in your seat yesterday, Dawn, and now he's leading your tournament.
When will he come through here?
When will he come through here? About 11:30, maybe.
Okay.
No, it is 11:30. Maybe in about 45 minutes. So 12:45, maybe 12:30, 12:45.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty awesome. Zach, anything else?
And
Go ahead.
Yeah, Arkansas State game. Going to mention them. They've had 2 back-to-back big wins as underdogs. They're a favorite this week. They are at home against Georgia Southern. They're -1.5 currently on the line. And then don't forget UFC 321 this Saturday. A phenomenal card on the board there. It is all available, prop bets as well. So check it out. The live wagering on UFC is a lot of fun. And then Justin, I can't get off the air without mentioning we got Formula One this weekend. Practice this afternoon. They are down in Mexico. Right now, though, it's pretty interesting to look at. They're really making a push. Max is starting to make this season interesting in terms of the driver championship. So that'll be a lot of fun. The race is on Sunday at 3 p.m.
I'm going to look up interesting in the dictionary, Zach, and I'll get back to you to determine if I agree with you or not. But listen, have a great weekend, brother. I appreciate the time, and we will chat next week. We'll see you at the Touchdown Club, too,
Absolutely.
I guess.
Y'all have a great
right,
weekend and stay as dry as you can.
All right. Since I'm sure he's got lots of things to do, let's give about 5 minutes here with Don Armbrust, who's the superintendent. He's like, yes, it's raining. I have stuff to do, idiot. Let me get out of here. I appreciate you coming over to join us. And we were talking about this yesterday. Somebody reached out to us and said, how does Pleasant Valley drain? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't play in the rain, and I'm not a big cart path only guy. So how do you feel like your facility drains? By the way, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
How do you feel about the potential for rain and the ability to drain? You guys went through this a little last year, I guess.
We did go through it on Saturday of last year. The golf course, we've been able to dry down pretty good in regards to managing the water throughout the week. Weather has helped tremendously on it. So after the rain we had Saturday night, so in the winds, so it should take a half-inch pretty good.
Yeah.
So this is really nothing. It's almost just knocking down the dust.
Do you guys have a directive on what they want the greens at for tournaments like this?
Not necessarily. When they arrive on site, they see how we are doing, and they take their own readings, and then we go from there.
Is there added pressure on you this week, or is this just kind of you put pressure on yourself all year round to make the course look great?
Pretty much is that, yes. I wouldn't say it's added pressure in regards to what we do out here on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. This is a high-end club for our membership and Pleasant Valley, or for Little Rock itself.
Right.
So the opportunity to have the Champions Tour here is just a way to highlight that.
Well, it's great having a playoff tournament here, so obviously you wouldn't want to change that. But I would ask, too, what in your opinion is the peak month from the conditions of the course? Like, what is the best month for the conditions?
I think it's what you'd like to see. Right now, we know in the fall in Little Rock, we've probably gone through some sort of drought. So no matter what you do, I don't care how much, the trees are going to pull more moisture out of the ground faster than the grass, and even more so than we can probably put it down. And if we try and keep up with that, we're going to make the golf course too wet. So in the spring is usually to early summer is probably the best time that the golf course looks as a whole, where it's green, wall to wall. Temperatures haven't gotten out of control yet.
Yeah.
So I would say that's spring to early summer.
Well, it looks pretty darn good right now, I would say. So kudos to you and your staff for sure.
Well, I think we were fortunate enough that we had 7 inches of rain here late August, early September, which changed it a lot. We were trending in the direction that we were at last year, where we didn't have rain for 60 to 90 days going into the event. But with that late August, early September rainfall that we got, it helped perk things back up. And especially the trees. The trees were able to get enough moisture there that they're not turning brown yet, dropping leaves. I mean, heck, we had 15 to 20 mile an hour winds here for 2 or 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And we had some leaf drop, but not anything like we had last year.
Yeah. So when it's raining like this, is there anything you guys do, or you just, I mean, does it affect anything other than mowing?
Like this, it's really not affecting anything.
Okay.
We are on standby in the aspect of that if we would get a heavier rain or consistent rain, that we've got to go out and maybe squeegee the greens.
Okay.
Or something that affect, we're ready and available.
Gotcha.
But from what I understand, the meteorologists that the tour has on staff and what we see on the radar, this is just going to be a little light inconvenience, if anything.
Who sets the pin positions? Are you guys responsible for that, or
No,
they
I mean, we physically cut the cup, but
they tell
the
you
tour
where?
officials will dot them on the greens and say, this is where we're going to do it.
Well, somebody peed in somebody's Cheerios this morning. I think this pin on 15 is really a mean spot on an opening day. That's a tough spot there, Don.
Oh, yeah, way in the back left?
Yeah.
Yes, I like that.
Well, yesterday it was way up front, and everybody was doing a good job staying under the hole. Everybody's staying under the hole here today, too, but they're staying way under the hole. I was telling Pigskin, I probably played this hole 150 times. I've literally never seen anybody hit it over this green. And the pros are clearly not attempting to do that today either.
They're not.
Yeah.
But the bad part is if you catch that, if you don't get it back far enough and you're on the ridge, it will roll almost all the way to the front today.
Yeah. What do you know exactly what the stimp meter was this morning?
I do not.
Okay. You don't pay attention to that?
The tour official says we're good. I'm good.
You're looking for thumbs up.
Yep.
I don't need exact numbers. I just
Yep.
need a thumbs up.
Yep.
What do you do the rest of the day? Like, what do you do during tournament play?
Right now, I'm actually taking care of. I got payroll for the guys. I got to get them paid this afternoon.
Nice.
We still got
Yeah.
all the normal activities that we
Yeah.
have to do, managing the crew, that sort of thing.
How many guys work in grounds crew here for you?
Currently, on a normal this time of year is 30.
Yeah. And
We got anywhere from 8 to 15 volunteers, depending on the day, whether and or shift. This week coming in to help us.
Ask him if he watched the coverage from last year. Did you watch the coverage from last year? What's the story?
So earlier in the week, I was able to get away for a few hours. Went home, take a nap, woke up, said I'm not going back to sleep. So I turned on last year's coverage for the first time. Got it recorded, but the DVR expires at 1 year. So I watched day one last year. It was pretty good.
Do you like, I mean, you're just listening to see what they say about the course?
I wanted to see that in the beginning, and then I just wanted to see the different angles. I liked trying to guess where, what hole it was, where the players are at, what they're looking at, and the camera angles, see what hole it is for sure.
Winner was at 17 under last year. As a superintendent, do you care?
Didn't bother me at all.
Okay.
And the course record was shot Monday. These guys are pros.
They're good.
I mean,
if they shot, like, if the winner was 2 under, though, would that make you happy in some way?
Yep.
There's the honesty. That's what I wanted to hear. Well, listen, you're doing a great job, and obviously.
I grew up in Western Pennsylvania, and obviously Oakmont.
Oh yeah.
Is in my blood.
Yeah.
So it would be great if it was even.
I gotcha. Well, good luck with that. I don't think that's going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
No,
that's okay.
We got our leader at Tag Writings. I'd love to see him win. Having a former Razorback
But
would be cool.
my mentor said, "Don't worry about the first day. There's going to be a rabbit goes out of the gate. Usually they pull back.
Yeah,
hopefully it's not Tag.
Yeah, exactly. I hope he shoots 8 under every day. That'd be great. But I don't think it's probably going to happen. Anyway, Don, good job. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you. For having me.
You bet. Absolutely. That's the man that makes it happen right there. That's a key cog right there. You got to make sure things look right, and it is gorgeous.
You got to keep it tight.
Yeah. And 1 o'clock, by the way, coverage on the Golf Channel. If you want to catch a little television, you're not going to make it out here. Yes, Pigskin.
It's really cool that people around the world are discovering this golf course.
Yeah.
This place is an underrated gem.
Oh, anybody who's ever played here has always, I think we've all thought, like, the final 3 holes are just incredible.
Oh,
around the
it's
lake.
amazing,
Yeah.
and it's hard, but it's fun.
Yes.
If you hit good shots, it rewards good shots.
Agreed.
So,
yep.
All right, tied up against time. Let's head into break. Before we head to break, once again, I want to tell you all about opportunities to get education in, more importantly, education for free. That's right. Visit your local Arkansas Adult Education Center. Looking to maybe get that GED, some new job training at your current job, or even a new one. We got you covered. And once again, I'll say it again, free. That is right. Arkansas Adult Education also offers training certificates. You got certified nursing assistant, commercial driver's license. Also get that certificate in welding, medical assistant. I mean, I can just keep going down the list, okay? So, once again, take advantage of the free class training to increase your money-making potential. You like that? Your dollars are tight? We got you covered. Get certified in great-paying jobs, even improve your English language skills as well. And you got a busy schedule? We'll work around it by offering training at night. All you have to do is call 877-963-4433. Once again, that is 877-963-4GED, or visit them at dws.arkansas.gov/adult education. We'll be right back.
We believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See shelter agents Dan Cook, Monica Reiners, or Brian Kress in North Little Rock today.
Make your yard the envy of the neighborhood with top quality equipment from Cabot Outdoors. Right now, purchase a Hustler Fast Track Series mower and receive a free pressure washer. An unbeatable bonus of up to $799. But hurry to get an extra $500 off. Supplies are limited. The Hustler Fast Track delivers precision, comfort, and durability for homeowners who demand more. Stop by Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street in Cabot, or take a look on Facebook.
Hey, it's David Basil from my good friends at Bath Fitter. I've been working with Bath Fitter for over a decade now. They're a family-owned business that's been around for over 40 years. They are the pioneers of the acrylic bath industry. Bath Fitter offers a one-of-a-kind remodeling process that's easy and stress-free. They offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers, and with their seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you can refresh your shower space in no time. They can even convert your existing bath into a shower. Check them out online at bathfitterlittlerock.com and tell them Basil sent you.
Bring your team. Now open at the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in Bentonville, Arkansas. Get in the game. Sports, art, culture. From iconic athletes to all too human stories. See how today's artists tap into the power of sports. Experience the drive, passion, and culture surrounding games through the eyes of superstar icons and everyday athletes. Get your tickets today at crystalbridges.org/getinthegame.
You're back in the zone. You want to get into the show but too busy to call? Message us on our live fan feedback or text us on our text line at 501-661-1037.
Step right up, folks. See if you can outdrive the amazing golf ball whacker guy.
Oh, yes. There you go. There's your clue. There's your key. Get on it, folks. You know what to do. 661-1037. Up against the top of the hour, we got to do our Chance and Chumps from the week. We've got our entertainment news, birthdays. We've got a group out on the green right now here. And, again, boy, how about our guy? Love seeing tag ridings do well. That's awesome. He is our current leader. So that's awesome. DJ Williams, Justin Acri, the Wizards back in the studio. Pigskin's out here. We're just kicking it. Having a good time.
Having a good time?
You having fun?
I am.
Yeah?
All right. I know we're up against it.
Oh, I was going to say, too.
What?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
No, yeah, let's wait. I was going to mention, Christian, you're not going to like this take, but I was going to say, and it's not a shot at the Thunder at all. By the way, OKC won again in overtime last night, 55 from SGA.
Dang.
But I was going to say, did you see their rings? Did you see the ring ceremony?
You don't like them?
Well, they're just
too much.
They're ridiculous. I mean, they're so dumb looking, and that's the thing. Everybody's rings are like that. It's not their fault. It's just become the standard. Like, how about we make championship rings the guys might actually wear? They're so ridiculously big now. And I don't know how this got so out of whack, but, like, we need to flip it back to a level where the rings actually look kind of cool and they're reasonable looking, but they're so dumb looking. They're so obnoxious.
Wow. There is a ring within a ring, though. They have two rings.
They what now?
They have two rings. There's a ring within that ring that is smaller.
Okay, well, this is just a general complaint then about championship rings.
Yeah, I mean,
like
they're
Ray
getting
Tucker's got one that they gave him. Yeah, Ray Tucker got one when he was with Little Rock, and it's like it's bigger than his hand. I'm like, what are we doing? they're just it's a clown show. What are we doing? Let's make them look cool, but they don't have to be gigantic. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bigger's not always better.
Not always.
That's always been my theory.
Most of the time.
Well,
I've been pitching that story for a long time. It's 11:58. We are back after this. Hour 3 coming up. It's a beautiful day at Pleasant Valley. Stick around.
Hey, Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot. Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Lot Benton. Oaklawn is here for when you want real action, and the wait is over.
Live racing is back. Every weekend brings big moments, big crowds, and your chance to feel the thrill of a big win. The holiday racing season begins Friday, December 12th, and runs through January 4th. Then, the excitement returns with the classic racing season, January 30th through May 2nd. It's racing, it's winning, it's everything you've been waiting for. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Genesis of Conway presents Craig O'Neill each week when he joins Roger, Baz, and Justin on Morning Mayhem. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury.
One station.
1037 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock.
Governor Sanders and the Secretary of State are appealing a ruling that would require District 26's special election to be moved up. A judge ruled that the election for late State Senator Gary Stubblefield's seat needs to happen before February 23rd. Governor Sanders and the AG says that June date would have saved taxpayers money. The man who sued is also filing an appeal on the ruling, saying the new date should be even sooner. Arkansans with disabilities could soon be in some serious trouble. This morning, the executive director of Disability Rights says that they are not able to make any new cases right now because of the government shutdown. The agency will also be furloughing staff. The agency is only allowing the remaining staff to focus on current investigations and advocacy efforts. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm Kara Case, Jessica Rockwell.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Cloudy today with a 20% chance of light rainfall and a high of 72. Also cloudy tonight with a 20% chance of rain in central Arkansas and a low of 58. But it is Saturday. That's when we're expecting the bulk of our rain from the middle of the day through the afternoon. An 80% chance of rain. Some could be heavy. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Benihana Happy Hour Specials, $3, $6, $9. Sushi, food, and cocktails. Available 5 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday at Benihana Bar.
BKC Home Builders are the premier home builders, providing custom builds and remodels. No matter what size your dream is, BKC will walk you through all the phases, from house plans to landscaping, to make your custom home as beautiful as you imagine. The team at BKC will be with you through the entire process. If you're looking for commercial building or remodeling, BKC has your commercial needs covered as well. BKCHomebuilders.com or find them on Facebook. That's BKC Home Builders in Hot Springs.
Ray Tucker with good news for enthusiasts of Triumph motorcycles. Honda of North Little Rock now carries the legendary classics and cutting-edge rides. We have the Bonneville Bobber, Daytona 600, the TF450X, the Stunning Elvis Presley Edition, and the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. You get the idea. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Today, I want to talk to you and ask you to consider us for your automotive needs. First, we have a family atmosphere. My grandson, Sam Fletcher, is there every day, along with Zippy, our GM, and an outstanding sales team. We're a family, and that's how we want to treat our customers. Our service department is excellent. We even have loaner cars for customers who buy from us. We don't have loaner cars from buy somewhere else. When it comes to pricing, we put our prices on the windshield. You don't have to find a salesman to ask for a price. Everyone gets the lowest price. We check the internet and we compare the same make and models at all of our competitions. You always get the best deal at Fletcher Dodge, and all of our pre-owned vehicles come with a free warranty. Yes, I did say that. Folks, my goal for 36 years is for you to know us and trust us and know that we value you, our customer. Come see us in person on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop us online at FletcherDeals.com.
Paradise is found all this October at Southland Casino Hotel. Survive the odds at our Tiki Trials Island getaway and you could escape on an all-inclusive tropical vacation or win your share of more than $100,000 in free play. Join us Saturdays in October and claim your island destiny. And on Fridays, our Tribe Vibe $100,000 free play giveaway offers free play prizes for you and your tribe members. Learn more at SouthlandCasino.com. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Let's talk numbers, because if you're a sports fan, you'll want to hear this. Flight by Yuengling has just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's light beer that actually brings some game day flavor. Whether you're tailgating or watching from the couch, Flight delivers that crisp, refreshing taste without any of the baggage. College football and tradition go hand in hand, and there's no tradition quite like America's oldest brewery, Yuengling. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Fall is a wonderful time of year. Temperatures drop, the leaves change colors, and it's apple cider time. Well, at least in some places. It is not supposed to be 90 degrees in mid-October, folks. But as Mark Twain notes, everyone talks about the weather, but no one does anything about it. On the other hand, at least when it goes from 90 to 30 without hitting 60, it will be time to watch Coach Cal's Hog Ballers decimate the SEC. Double B's is here for you. When you're in a hurry, you can pay at the pump with your Exxon or Phillips 66 mobile apps at all our 34 stores in Arkansas. Regardless of the temperature, Double B's is here for you because Double B's is where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
You know their stories. You know their swings. For these icons, there's no slowing down in sight. Legendary action returns to Pleasant Valley Country Club in Little Rock, Arkansas for the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stephens on October 24th through the 26th. Tickets on sale now at SimmonsBankChampionship.com.
I think my kid has what it takes to be a great college athlete.
Don't delay. Call Jay. Jay has represented 4- and 5-star athletes, serving all your NIL needs with a little extra. 501-951-1333. Don't delay. Call Jay.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network. This edition of the Zone from the Pleasant Valley Country Club for the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stephens and is brought to you by From the Shortgrass with Trey Schapp. From the Shortgrass is a weekly golf podcast for golf lovers and strugglers alike. Episodes air Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on Buzz 2 and Fridays before Morning Mayhem.
If you're coming here to hang out at the Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stephens, stay off your phone, please, while you're driving. Nobody's got time for that. And if you're driving through the neighborhood over here to get to the course, or you want to drive by and take a peek at the course, stay off your phone. There are children. There are children, for goodness sakes, looking around. Okay? We want you guys to be safe. We don't want you running anybody over. I want you to keep your eyes on the road and off your phone. So here's the thing. Don't end up in a ditch. Don't end up in somebody's yard. And don't end up hitting something you don't want to, which is probably anything. Put your phone away or pay. They will ticket you if they see you on your phone. So don't do it, folks. It's not good. We see it every day. You probably do it a lot, or at least sometimes. And as I said yesterday, you're probably not that good of a driver in the first place. So stay off your freaking phone and drive safe. I'm telling you, it's a much better experience for you and for everybody around you, too. Thank you to the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office for this fine reminder. We are back here at the tournament. Tag Ridings leading the way, 6 under through 11. The former Razorback having a day. Billy Andrade is 4 under through 15. So is JD. I don't know this one, or Jaidi. It's Tongchai Jaidi. He is from
South Korea.
Pigskins.
Okay.
Pigskins, big fan.
That's easy for you to say.
Vijay Singh's 4 under par. And then also at 4 under is Doug Barron. $2.3 million purse, by the way, in case you're wondering what they're playing for. So that's a big purse.
That guy looks like Brad Faxon walking up there in the visor.
I'm quite sure it isn't.
I don't think it is. I don't think he plays.
The other day I was watching the playoffs, Pigskin, and I saw a guy and it was a pitcher, and I hadn't watched them much. I can't remember who it was for. Anyway, I was like, his last name was Hoffman. I was like, oh my God, Trevor Hoffman.
Trevor Hoffman.
It wasn't Trevor Hoffman.
It's like his grandson.
It's probably his son, maybe.
So, who do you like in the World Series?
Dodgers.
I do too.
Yeah.
They got too many arms.
I wanted the Mariners to win. Obviously
they were such a good story.
Well, the connection with Cal
Never
Raleigh,
been,
but then the connection with the Travelers
we're getting eyes shot our way.
By whom?
Oh, sorry.
People trying to putt.
Where?
Oh, dude, they're just you know how when people talk and people kind of look and see where the noise is coming from.
He made it.
Wow. Big Skin's impressed. I didn't see it. That was a long one.
I saw
it was the one you said that he struggled with when the thing dropped.
I
Remember
saw
when you said the earlier guy who turned and looked because the thing dropped?
Oh.
It was that ball. He just put it in.
What was that, Christian?
Well, it couldn't be the same guy because
it was. Remember when you said you couldn't see it? I was telling you which ball that he put it in. It was the one that you said that's the same spot that the other guy.
Oh, you're saying the guy that chipped it and didn't make it, and they didn't make his putt. This guy made the putt.
He
from
made
off the
it.
green. Okay.
Yeah.
Did he putt it or chip it?
Putt it.
Okay. Wow. That's good. All right. 12:09. Yes, Christian.
I was going to say with the Dodgers, I saw that maybe they were looking into signing Kyle Tucker away from the Cubs, and if that happens, they need to shut down the sport of baseball forever.
I don't disagree with that. They're getting all the good players. It's crazy.
It's going to be the first time in a long time that a team's gone back-to-back if they do it, so let's not freak out yet, but I'm all for a salary cap at some point of some sort.
But won't this be like the third or fourth in the last 8 years or something like that? I mean, they've been
that's
really
not like
good for
absurd, but they have been really good for a long time.
No, it hasn't been like Alabama football under Saban.
Well,
it's not that bad.
If the Cubs would get off their butts and spend some money, they'd be fine too, but they don't.
You. Same with Detroit.
Yeah, I mean,
they're cheap. They
Well,
don't
that's the
spend
problem.
anything.
And the Cubs are making so much money, and it's like, dude, spend a little money.
Exactly.
And you got a team that's right there. This is your chance. Like, it's amazing to me. These teams are like, I mean, do you think you're going to be in this window forever? You got a really, really good group.
Bingo.
And you got a great young superstar in center field. And you got a really, you just had the, Boyd just got honored as a, like the, I don't know, rookie pitcher of the year or whatever the deal was. I'm like, you got a bunch of dudes, like, spend some money.
Yep.
I mean, you don't have to spend as much as the Dodgers to beat the Dodgers, but you have to spend more to be competitive. And they're missing some pieces that you can buy. You have plenty of cash.
Yeah, Cubs need some arms, man.
Stupid idiots.
They have a good lineup, but their pitching is a bit spotty.
It is. Well, they couldn't stay healthy either. Their best pitcher went down early in the year.
That doesn't help.
Okay, let's get quick entertainment in.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
Okay, this weekend in theaters, we don't have Philip Martin today, but I will tell you that Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, is in the theater this weekend. Jeremy Allen White starring as Bruce Springsteen. I'm sure it'll be great. I saw a story today that he never graduated from high school.
Huh.
Hey, we got that in common. Me and him. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he got a GED also. And also, I watched the trailer for this one. Very interesting film called Regretting You. Allison Williams is in it. It's an interesting film that takes an interesting twist. So
Brian Williams' daughter?
Yes.
Yeah, from Girls. Or whatever
From
this
Get Out.
was.
Tom asked a good question. What does first place pay? Wes, do you know what first place pays in this thing? 300, 400 grand probably. I think 300 grand was first place last week, so I'm guessing somewhere close to that. All right.
So the purse is how much everybody gets?
Yeah, that's how much total. Yeah.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal's $180,000 Range Rover is missing. If you guys see it around, let him know. He gave it to a company, and they were going to get the driver's seat fixed, customizing it to fit him. Later in the day, apparently after he had given it to him, it went missing. Preliminary information suggests an unauthorized individual or company may have taken possession of the vehicle under false pretenses. It's being transported from Georgia to Louisiana by Effortless Motors when the theft occurred. Further inquiries revealed that a tow truck was involved in transporting the vehicle to an address in Atlanta. The person believed to have coordinated the tow has not been fully identified. So, anyway, the good news about Shaq is if him losing a $180,000 vehicle and us losing one is not exactly.
He could probably buy another one.
How about before you come into money? How does somebody like the Victor Wembanyama drive a car?
That's a great question.
That is a great question. I was thinking the same thing. He'd have to sit in the back seat.
Yeah, they take the front seat out.
He was driving over in France, driving on the car. You don't even know a car.
They stuff Le George and Le Locker.
Like a la carte?
There was a company called Le Car back in the day.
Okay.
And it was as big as our table.
Tiny.
There's no way.
No. Did you ever see the old police academy?
Yeah.
They ripped the front seat out.
That'd be him.
It was Hightower.
To do?
He would drive from the back seat.
That was Bubba Smith, wasn't it?
Yes.
I want to see that. There has to be a video of him trying to drive a car.
Kill Bubba, kill. That's what they used to yell at Michigan State when he was on the field. Kill Bubba, kill. And he usually killed whoever was across the line from him.
I'm going to call BS on Crayola.
Oh.
Crayola's just released results from a huge poll they did to find out what your favorite crayon color is. And
burnt sienna.
They asked people in 183 different countries. The most popular color is cerulean. It's the shade of Anne Hathaway's blue sweater in the scene where Meryl Streep shames her.
Okay.
The top 3 colors are muted shades of blue and purple. Cerulean blue, robin's egg blue, and wisteria purple.
Wow.
They're also the top 3 in the United States. Wild strawberry is 3rd in Canada and the UK. They also broke it down by age. The cerulean is number 1 for Gen Zers, millennials, and Gen X. Baby boomers prefer purple heart. It's a different color. And the favorite crayon color for kids today is sky blue. Okay.
Sky blue?
Yeah.
Over burnt sienna?
I guess.
Who knew?
Nobody likes burnt sienna pigskin.
I love burnt sienna. It reminds me of fall.
Yeah, I guess.
Well,
I can do that.
Hey, look who wandered up.
Well.
It's a lady.
Jeez. The most tolerant human being on earth.
Oh, shut it.
Okay. Have you met Susan, DJ? This is Mrs. Pigskin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember when. It may have been a minute ago.
You guys, we saw each other when you were a legend at CAC, wandering
Those days.
the halls, the courts, the fields.
Oh, yeah. Long
all
time
those
ago.
good things.
This collection of knuckleheads.
I'm telling you what.
Oh, man.
You ready to get your walk on?
Stan the man.
Of course. Stan the man.
It's my boy Stan right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stan Ferguson. He's famous in some circles.
What'd you give him?
Not this one, but in some circles.
What's in the box?
Great pool volleyball player. Incredible. What's key to pool volleyball? Anticipation. Stan knows. We used to play pool volleyball. We would get up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we would play until sundown. And then we get up on Sunday. Mostly people would get out there about noon because Saturday was a long night. And then we play until sundown.
So like Meet the Fockers, where he likes
Every
spiking on
weekend.
people and stuff.
It was intense.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know how they the stand-up from Dennis Leary back in the day, No Cure for Cancer, when he talks about guys would get an 8-ball back in the day and they'd be like, oh, let's get an 8-ball, last us all week, and then like 3 hours later, like, let's get another 8-ball, let's get another 8-ball. That was us with 30-packs. We're like, let's get a 30-pack, each of us, and then it'll last us all weekend. And then by like 9:30 on Saturday night, it's like, damn it, we're out of beer, we can't buy any more tomorrow. What are we doing?
Didn't Klein say when he was back at the U of A that they played water polo in inner tubes in the pool?
Yeah.
They were like in inner tubes.
But he talked about how some of the football guys would kill people and like smash them in the face with the ball. Bad. Yeah.
That's rough.
That's a violent game. All right, that's good. Let's do birthdays.
What are we playing for birthdays?
Well, Christian, I'm so glad you asked. We're actually, and I'm going to need name, phone number, and email address sent to Trey Schapp.
Right.
This is for the honorary observers. You get to walk inside the ropes. So 501-661-1037, you get to park in Lot C. You get, that's on Pleasant Valley Drive. You get to walk inside the ropes. They're going to put you with a group. You get a photo on the first tee box. It's a really cool deal. I think this is for Sunday. So anyway, just get on the horn at 501-661-1037, and we will get you squared away right about now.
Birthday Trivia in the Zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
I love this from our D3 Auto Sales. I didn't know there was a wrong answer for your favorite crayon color, but burnt sienna is definitely wrong. So good.
That is very condescending and also very correct.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's very good.
Acri, you're such a narc doing all these don't text and drive spots for the cops, says Biggie Smalls. Listen, if they pay me to tell you that you should drive her off a cliff, I'm gonna do it for the right amount of money. Zach's got a list of people he likes the most. DJ, you're number 1.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate
Freaky
that.
Joe is number 2. Zach, I'm starting to think you're racist.
Zach's up there with me
All
because
right.
he brought me that whiskey.
Yeah, leave it to you, Zach, to pick the 2 brothers on top. I see how it is. Roger's 3rd, then me, then Wes, ahead of Christian, which is ridiculous.
Middle of the pack.
Wow.
Middle of the pack.
Randy, Baz, JM, Rick, and Josh is last.
Oh, poor Josh.
This guy says Roger's a wild card. Baz likes to smell his own farts.
Oh,
Josh needs a raise to babysit those baboons. Yeah, that is a tough job.
That's funny.
Rebecca says DJ, Joe, Christian, Baz, Wes, Roger, Acri, Josh, and then JM. Bite my...
Thanks,
Anyway,
Rebecca.
shut up, Rebecca. You're stupid. Justin Moore is the worst, the absolute worst. He knows basic ball. He sounds like an idiot half the time. You're out of your mind. He's awesome. Justin Moore is the shortest guy on the show, and that's not his fault. All right, let's do this.
Wouldn't you say Justin Moore is the quintessence of Arkansas? He checks all the boxes. He's like a redneck. He loves the Razorbacks. He likes to hunt and fish. He wears Western wear. He lives like in a rural area. He likes all the Arkansas foods. I mean, he's like every Arkansan. Really, he is.
You kind of nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His evaluation of where the Mason-Dixon line is a little up for debate. But aside from that,
Yeah, he's wrong on that. But
speaking of, today is the anniversary of West Virginia seceding from Virginia.
You know why?
Civil War.
You don't say.
Yeah.
What happened in that one?
They
Who won? Robert E. Lee?
The SEC took one on the chin and out of conference. Yeah.
Christian, you assign DJ, then Pigskin, then you. Give me the names.
We got Hunter, Eric, and Sean. So Hunter will be with DJ, Eric will be with Pigskin, and Sean will be with me.
All right. This is a good one. On this day in 1911, Orville Wright set a record that stood for 10 years on the amount of time that he stayed in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Pigskin, you first. How long was Orville Wright airborne, setting a record that stood for a decade?
An hour.
Okay. DJ, what do you say?
A week.
No.
What do you say, Christian?
27 seconds.
Christian went $1. 9 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yikes. The first time he was only
What do you mean
12
airborne?
seconds. Yeah.
In an airplane in the air, airborne.
Kitty Hawk.
A week?
I don't know.
You think he was in a tree?
Hey.
He was getting fuel in midair.
Hey.
He's like,
I didn't catch a week.
he's like, yeah, guys, this is Orville. I'm going to need to bring that KC-135 up here. I got to refuel. I got 5 days left up here. I mean,
TJ ran
not
out
gonna
of
make it.
gas.
DJ, he wasn't floating from the moon. He was on Earth. Oh, my God, that's great. A week. Kristen, that's the new comeback right there. Here's the thing that's amazing, though. Think about it. An hour or 9 minutes and 45 seconds was a record for 10 years in 1911.
That's crazy.
I mean, now we can fly all over the world. It's pretty. I mean, how come nothing else has moved forward like that in that short of a time?
Didn't Winberg
Good
fly across
question.
the world in like 1928 or something?
No, he flew from New York to
Paris.
Paris,
Yeah. And he was the most famous person on the
So
planet.
that was only
in
7 years from
1927.
when, the record was broke.
No, he said 28. This is an 11.
No, 1911.
No, you said it stood
Oh.
for 10 years, so like
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
Yes.
yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it
you're
would.
right. Yeah, good
Crazy.
point. You're right. That's a great point. Very astute. See, that's why he's the wizard.
Good.
That's crazy. Yeah, they made a lot of progress between 1921 and 1928. They're
did.
like, how long can you stay in the air? 10 minutes. And then like 5 years later, it's like, I can fly around the world. Pretty good. All right. On this day in 1931, Al Capone went down for tax evasion. How coincidental, I guess I would call it, considering what just happened with all our NBA guys.
I would say.
And then this is a big drug bust day in history. Exactly 10 years apart, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards got busted for drugs. Mick was some woman named Marianne Faithfull, great name. They got busted for weed.
Yes.
They were released on 50 pounds bail. And then Keith Richards in 1978, 10 years later, got busted for heroin possession in Toronto, got convicted.
It's a little worse than weed.
Sure is.
I would say.
Even in Toronto.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of that, let's get to birthdays. Here we go for points. Speaking of Canada, this guy's Canadian, and
Drake.
he's a musician,
Brian Adams.
and he's a rapper.
Drake? How are you?
Drake. Very good, Pigskin.
I can't believe I got a rap
No,
question.
I said that
Did you say
so
it?
long ago. I said that. That was my first
Yeah,
guess.
he said
Oh.
that's the first one.
Well, everybody talks at once on this show. We become like the morning
Well,
show.
this
and
is
sometimes
birthday
I have a hard
trivia. I
time.
mean, that's kind of the game.
That's fair. I'll give you a point. How old is Drake today, Piggy?
Drake is 45.
40.
He's the boy is 39.
Bingo bango. Big fan. This guy's not Canadian, but he's a really good actor. Pigskin, you should
Daniel
get this
Day-Lewis.
in 3, 2, 1.
Sam Rockwell.
He's married to Phoebe Cates.
Kevin Kline.
Oh.
Boom. See, I told you. Yeah. Fish Called Wanda. You know that he's won 3 Tony Awards? He seems like a guy that would be great on stage.
Very talented.
Yeah, he is.
What's the movie where he's like the
apparently
clone of
got-
the president? Dave?
Dave. That's a good
Yeah,
play.
Dave. Good
call. Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, look at that.
And
He
you know,
just ran one all the way up.
You saw him in the
Shot.
shower.
That's a great shot. She saw him in the shower. That's how she knew it was him. Wasn't the same guy. She's like, whoa,
Like,
something's
what? That
different
looks a
here.
little different.
This person?
She's like, honey, you're packing now. What happened? It's like, well, we're not the same guy. How old is
This
how-
guy?
How old is Kevin Kline? Do you know who he is?
No, 72.
Okay, Christian.
guess.
It's not terrible. I'll go 75.
74.
78. Okay, that's all for today. This is a terrible birthday day. We have three for tomorrow.
Okay.
This woman's an actress. Or, I'm sorry, not an actress. This woman's a singer.
Madonna.
She's got a Canadian connection, too.
And
Avril Lavigne.
She's dating the French Prime Minister.
Katie Lang.
Katy Perry.
Katy
DJ
Perry,
got
not Katie
there.
Lang. That's
Yeah.
right, DJ. Welcome to the game.
Russell Brand's ex-wife.
Yep.
She was also a longtime partner with
Orlando Bloom.
Pirate
Orlando Bloom.
Yes.
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
Christian, how old is Katy Perry?
Legolas.
Katy Perry is, she's the big 41 today.
She is bingo bango.
Good
Wow,
grief,
big
Christian.
fan. She kissed a girl.
Yes.
She liked it
This
too.
guy's an actor and comedian.
Kevin Hart.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh,
Seth Rogen.
John Cusack.
the black guy.
Craig Robinson.
Greg Washington.
Craig Robinson.
Craig Robinson.
DJ goes to the black
brother.
The black guy.
When the black guy says the black guy, it really cracks me up. How old is
Craig Robinson?
How old is, he is amazing.
so funny,
Dude,
right?
he's one of the most
Very
talented
talented.
guys in the world. He's,
Simon, this is the end the other day.
he's,
so
he
funny.
can sing. He does stand-up comedy. He's an actor. The dude is awesome. He emotes well.
He's great.
I love him. How old is Craig Robinson, Piggy?
52.
No. Deej?
49.
No. Christian?
I stick with This Is the End as the last great comedy that was made. It is.
Yeah.
Craig Robinson is 50.
54. Pigskin. And last but not least, this guy is a really, really good pitcher, and he's also
Clayton
good
Kershaw.
at throwing
Okay.
old baseball managers.
Oh,
Pedro Martinez.
Pedro Martinez is correct, Pigskin. Poor Don Zimmer.
That was an unfair fight.
Cheap
wasn't
shot.
It?
Cheap
Yeah,
shot.
You can't fight
You
Don
can't
Zimmer.
throw a fat old white guy around
No.
in a brawl.
This is why I
Pedro.
feel safe most places I go. No one's going to do that.
No, not likely. And you're
Yeah.
likely to sneak attack and punch him in the eye. Pedro's birthday is today. It doesn't matter. It's over. He's 53 today.
Did
He's
Christian
50
win again?
54. Excuse
I
me,
did.
54. He sure did.
Christian, everyone's sick of you winning. Mostly me.
Hey, we got Rewind and Champs and Chumps when we come back. So stick around. It's 12:26. We got to hit a break.
Yeah, I do. Got to hit a break, but I want to tell you about my friends over there at Jones & Son, 11121 Rodney Parham Road, the place to be. Been there for over 30 years with repeat customers because they do it the right way, and they've been doing it, like I said, for over 30 years. So you're looking for a timeless piece. All right, you might as well get it for the best price. Sometimes it does come at a price, so you want to make sure you save as much money as possible. How do I know you can do that at Jones & Son? Well, they offer a best price match guarantee. That is right. All the top brands in the business, Vahan, Michael M., they have them all. But the cool thing about it, if you want something a little bit more unique that's hard to find, you got to check out their couture collection, only to be found at Jones & Son. You just head to their website. You can see the whole lineup of everything that they have, and you'll get it. Yeah, this is some nice stuff. And the cool thing about it is customer service second to none. Like I said, 30 years, same place, repeat customers. They're treating everybody the right way. People typically don't go back to a place where they've done wrong or felt like they've been done wrong. That's not how they roll at Jones & Son. Once again, the location, 11121 Rodney Parham Road. Tell them DJ sent you.
But anyways, what's been up, man? How's your daughter? My girlfriend's pregnant too. I'm about to be a father. If I have a daughter, guess what I'ma call her?
Joe Nichols joins Morning Mayhem each week, presented by Bath Fitters. Get the tub or shower you deserve with no gimmicks, just real savings. Check them out at bathfitterlittlerock.com.
This is Sports Center.
Division I college football in the Natural State gets started with Arkansas tomorrow as they host Auburn for an 11:45 kickoff on the SEC Network. Coverage will start at 7:30 with the Hog Wild Game Day show with David Basil and Trey Schapp, thanks to Mud Connections. Stay tuned after the game for the First Security fifth quarter postgame show with Randy Rainwater. Central Arkansas will hit the road to face West Georgia at 1 tomorrow. That will be on ESPN+. Radio coverage will start at 12 on the Point 94.1. Arkansas State hosts Georgia Southern in Jonesboro at 6 on ESPN+. That game can be heard on 106.7 Buzz 2. And Arkansas Pine Bluff will face Bethune at 2. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
We got the big deals at the Big Rock. Got the big deals at the Big Rock.
Hey Arkansas, it's Terry Harrison at the Big Lot, where you'll find the biggest selection, the biggest savings, and now you'll find Big Steve Landers.
That's right, Arkansas. I'm back in the car business at the Big Lot. Don't be confused. The real Steve Landers deals are at Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram.
Come see me and Big Steve at the Big Lot, Chris Crain Dodge Jeep Ram, Alco Road in Benton.
The Big Rock Benton.
Tune in every Friday morning to hear Danny West from hogsports.com on Morning Mayhem. Brought to you by HJ Trailer Sales. They've got truck beds and utility trailers for every type of job and a service facility for maintenance and repair. Local folks with great products. Visit them online at hjtrailersales.com or in person at 808 Albert Pike in Hot Springs.
Hey everybody, it's Howie from Robert Irwin Jewelers, and we're celebrating our 48th anniversary by giving you 48% off any item in the store. 3-carat lab-grown diamond tennis bracelet, only $948. Bigger, brighter diamonds, better prices, Robert Irwin Jewelers.
Kathleen Madigan, the Day Drinking Tour.
Well, my parents are in Florida in the winter right now, as most Midwest old people with a car. And my parents bought a new car. They bought a black Lincoln Town Car. Little did they know that that's one of the more expensive rides on the
Saturday, February 17th, Oaklawn Event Center in Hot Springs. Tickets on sale now at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Serious injuries happen every day. If it happens to you, don't wait. Dial 8. Dial 8 for Rainwater Holton Sexton. 888-8888. Anywhere in the state, dial 8. We've got you covered, Arkansas.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Mickey Hennard for Hennard Foothills Equipment in Searcy. We've been selling and servicing Kubota equipment since 1991. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, we pride ourselves in an honest sales experience and unmatched service after the sale. We carry Kubota tractors, mowers, construction, and hay equipment. If you allow us to be your Kubota dealer of choice, we promise not to let you down. Come see us on Main Street in Searcy. Hennard Foothills Equipment, we're your hometown Kubota dealer no matter where you live.
You're listening to The Zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams. You like what you hear? Well, check out our video stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch.
Some wind up in the Hall of Fame, some go down.
All right, welcome back in. Once again, when it comes to you being in a tough spot, you need some help. Personal injury lawyer, I'm telling you, the person that you need to talk to is Alan LeVar over there at LeVar Law. He's taking care of you, especially if you talk too loud on a golf course and you get beat up. You may need somebody to have your back. All right. Now, they did a little bit more specifically with road accidents, so it doesn't matter if it's a car accident, truck accident, motorcycle, bicycle, doesn't matter. Any personal injury you find yourself in and you need some help and get pointed in the right direction, Alan LeVar and his team at LeVar Law, they're going to make sure they take care of you. 20 years of experience, over $58 million for their clients. They're worried about taking care of you. They're worried about people when, after all the dust settles, they say, man, it really meant a lot when Alan LeVar and his team had my back. That's what it's all about over there at Alan LeVar and LeVar Law. So if you need them, they have multiple locations all across the state. And if you'd like phone numbers as well, they make it easy to find. I'll say it one more time. All you have to do is head to LeVarLaw.com.
Tag Ridings is running roughshod over this golf course right now, 7 under through 13. He is going to be here soon. He's only a couple holes back here, so we'll see him at 15 soon. Just a couple of nice shots in here. And Tag's your leader by 2 strokes. Billy Andrade is in second at 5 under, and there's a few guys, VJ Singh and KJ Choi among them, along with Doug Barron at 4 under par. Here at the Simmons Bank Championship, presented by Stevens, I want to thank our friends, and mostly our boy Trey, from the Short Grass, as well as his sponsors, like Clark Power. Thanks, Ho-Cut. Appreciate you guys for the time out here. It's been a lot of fun. We did not get to come out here last year when actual golf was happening, so this is pretty cool.
3 days.
Yeah. Christian, let's do our Champs and Chumps from the week that was, if we can.
Champs and Chumps is brought to you by Quachita Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in Hot Springs and BKC Home Builders. With indoor and outdoor seating, Quachita Bar and Grill provides a family-friendly environment with mouth-watering food. BKC Home Builders is the premier home builder in Hot Springs, providing custom home build and remodels, both big and small. For more info, go to bkchomebuilders.com.
Well, my champ this week is going to be the SEC because they suspended a referee. We need more transparency in officiating, and Ken Williamson has been bumped out for the remainder of the season. He was the crew chief in the game with Georgia and Auburn in that 2010 victory by the Bulldogs. They didn't talk anymore about it, but they just said that he is out for the remainder of the season.
Oh.
There were a couple controversial calls that they should have probably clearly done differently, and some would argue, obviously, that it affected the outcome of the game. But that was the game where Kirby Smart was clearly calling a timeout, and they said he was clapping on the sideline. So, anyway, it's a very harsh penalty. I'm not sure this guy needs to be suspended for the rest of the year, but I do like them holding him accountable, and I would like him to be available for interviews, at least the crew chief, after a game, so people can ask questions. Well, what were you looking at? What did you see there? Blah, blah, yada, yada, whatever. So, anyway, that's my champ this week with them holding people accountable.
Yep.
Or my chump, rather. My champ. I guess that's my champ.
Yeah, your champ.
Champ.
Yeah.
What's the
My chump this week is an obvious one. I could obviously go with the NBA guys.
Right. Yeah.
Be easy. Anybody that was doing. If you're making millions of dollars a year and you're risking all of it for thousands of dollars, you're pretty stupid. Now, again, there's more that may come out on this, and obviously, if it's me and I'm Chauncey and they threaten me, I'm like going, yeah, it was all me, man. Where do I serve my time?
Yeah.
Because you never rat out the mafia. Don't be stupid, Chauncey. That would be even dumber than doing what you were doing.
Ooh.
So anyway, I hope it works out for him. I think he's a good guy. You know, he's good buddies with Matt Daniel. They were at Colorado together, the former A-State coach, women's coach. He's a friend of mine, and I know he thinks the world of Chauncey. And it is just so weird having a sitting NBA coach
I think
caught up in this turmoil.
This is a bizarre story with players, taking bets, or allegedly taking bets, I should say. But unfortunately, I bet this isn't only happening in the NBA.
I'm sure.
I bet it's happening in every professional sport there is, or even college.
It's probably true. Yeah, I'm sure you're probably right. What do you got today, Christian?
I'm going to give a chump to Kirk Herbstreit. I did not watch Thursday Night Football, but I did see a excerpt of it. And Carson Wentz was in pain. He was down. He was upset on the sideline. And Kirk Herbstreit said, when you're the captain of the ship, you're the quarterback, you got to try to hold some of the emotion in. I know he's frustrated and he's hurt, but it's week 7. There's a long way to go. Isn't this the guy that held a funeral for his dog on national television, talking about holding your emotions in?
I tried. There's just so many unlikable things about Kirk Herbstreit. I'm done.
He's hurt.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, he sucks.
Champ, I'm going to give it to the NBA. It's been a hell of a start to the season. Every game has been pretty much great, every primetime game at least. The only downside is you don't know if they're fixed or not. But if they're fixed, man, they sure know how to fix them. They're pretty great.
Oh, boy. Somebody just made some noise, and they had to back off his putt from the front of the green here at the championship. That's not
whoever
good.
did that.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a champ.
That's our guy that was in the lead earlier.
Yeah. I got a champ, Victor Wembanyama, for his performance. Mm-hmm. And he is now potentially going to take basketball to the next level. I don't think we've ever seen anything like it. Potentially may never see anything like it if it holds on par for what we saw, at least in his performance a few days ago. And I would give a chump to, I'll do this, whoever was important for recruiting. Our Arkansas defensive line, too thin, not enough depth, not a way to go into a season and try to be competitive for the Arkansas Razorbacks trying to play in the SEC. So hopefully they brush that up next week. Go ahead.
That was J.I.D., the guy we were talking about earlier, the tie player.
Yeah.
He was on the front of the green on 15.
Yeah.
The pin is in the back. He was on the very front edge. He putted it almost halfway up, like he's not even
close
in the ballpark.
Oh, no.
That was an awful, awful putt. Wow, that was tough.
Uh-oh.
Poor guy. He had to back off, too, because there was people making noise beforehand. Wow, that was crazy. I can't believe he left it that short. That was wild. Man, these guys are good. Anyway, it's 12:37. How about that? We still got time. We're not stressed out. What's going on?
Now we're rolling.
Let's take the break early, Christian. We'll come back and we can do the rewind and have plenty of time to talk about it, and that'll be real nice. I love a rainy night. Give me some Eddie Rabbit into the break. You know what I love about Guardi Chevrolet? Everything.
What's that? Everything?
Everything about them. Lights up the sky. Okay. We were talking with the superintendent out here, and he was talking about how they've gotten enough rain where the trees aren't even turning brown yet here in the fall. And the leaves are not falling off the trees, but a lot of places they are. And the prices are definitely falling at Guardi Chevrolet. That's where he putted it to from the front of the green, DJ, right there, halfway up. I mean, that was tough. He's definitely three-putting this. Anyway, it's a fall festival of savings on select 2025 and 2026 models. He left it short again, including Silverados from 36.5. Don't come up short. Go to Guatney Chevrolet and get the best deal available. Drive the all-new Equinox for under $28,000, or lease a tracks rather. starting at $249 a month with $3,700 due at signing. Plus pre-owned deals with available sales tax paid on select inventory. It's all at one place, Quatney Chevrolet. Go see our friends over there. They are the best. QuatneyChevrolet.com. Stop by and see them. Get off the James Street exit if you're heading north from the capital city. They will take great care of you on all sorts of different vehicles, including the ones I mentioned. It's Quatney Chevrolet. All their vehicles online at QuatneyChevrolet.com.
Heart of mine, puts a smile on my face every time, 'cause I love a rainy night. Yeah, I love a rainy night. Ooh, I love a rainy night. Yeah, I love a rainy night.
It's a great day for football. Two rivals battling it out for a record-breaking crowd.
They're saying it's $1.5 billion.
Huh?
Wait, that's how much the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery has raised for students since 2009. Because every lottery ticket you buy in Arkansas helps students. They've given more than 822,000 scholarships and counting.
Okay, back to football. Two rivals.
This is winning, folks. Playing the lottery is a win for students and maybe you too. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Hey folks, this is Mitch Ward, proudly serving the great state of Arkansas with Red River Auto Group for over 20 years. We started as Arkansas's #1 Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep dealer, but we've also got Ford and Toyota. And I like to think we've got the largest discounts than anybody in the state. But folks, really, if you bring us any reasonable deal right now, we're going to try to put something together. If that means us giving a little too much for your trade or selling ours for just a little too cheap or fighting for the best rate, we're going to make it happen. Check us out at redriverauto.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
College football is all about finding that next generation of stars, fresh talent, big plays, new energy every season. That's the same approach behind Flight by Yuengling. It's brewed by the oldest brewery in America, but built for today. Just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories with real beer flavor that keeps up from kickoff to the post-game recap. So whether you're tailgating or celebrating a big win, make Flight your go-to. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA.
Looking for burgers, barbecue, beer, bourbon, ball games, and brunch? Look no further than Washita Bar and Grill, 915 Central Avenue in beautiful downtown Hot Springs. Washita Bar and Grill, family and pet friendly, with indoor and outdoor seating available. Bingo Bango Brunch, served on Sundays from 11 till 3, with live music Thursday through Saturday. Take a look on Facebook to see what events they've got going on this week, and join the fun at Washita Bar and Grill, Central Avenue, downtown Hot Springs.
Welcome back to The Zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
Welcome back into the Simmons Bank Championship. We're over here at the Pleasant Valley Country Club trying to keep our voice under wraps because things are getting serious. But I'll tell you a way to be a part of all the action if you can't even make it and you want to potentially put a little money on it. Oaklawn, the place to be. Download the Oaklawn Sports Betting app. So much going on right now. Do it the right way, not illegally, obviously. But no, it always is first class and upright with our friends over there at Oaklawn. They do it the right way, the way that it should be done. And so, once again, big weekend in college sports. All these games across the board. Arkansas is on the board right now. 2.5 favorite, that is, heading into the weekend. We'll see how things changed. And once again, my favorite thing are player props. When all those hit the board, will Mike Washington run over 60 yards? I feel pretty good about it. Taylon Green, total yards for the day, maybe 150. Well, he's leading the nation right now in total yards in offense, so feel pretty good about that as well. So Go ahead and download the Oaklawn Sports Betting app now. You can do that on your Apple or Android device. It doesn't matter. They're going to take care of you, put it in the right spot. Cool thing about it, though, money easy, in and out, when they do it the right way. Also, up to $1,000 in bonus bets for people who sign up for the first time.
My watch just told me it's only got 10% remaining. What is going on?
Oh, no.
That's weird.
What's that mean?
Means that needs to be
Means
changed.
that someone's got...
Let's... Yeah.
Means it only got 10% left?
You only got 10% left. Let's go to our rewind, shall we? And, by the way...
It's the best interview and show moments of the week. It's the Zone Rewind.
Okay, let's do that. Zone Rewind looks like this. Bobby Petrino and his team trying to get over the hump. Bobby, how you get over the hump?
What we need to do now is be a little bit more consistent, driving the ball and scoring touchdowns when we get in the red zone. When we have to settle for a field goal and take 3 points, I think it really hurts our opportunity to win the game. We got to come up with some of the third down and fourth down stops that could flip the game right there and give us that chance to go score on, get another possession and find a way to win the game. We've got to get some turnovers. We haven't had a turnover in a, as the young kids say, we haven't had a turnover in a minute. Whatever the heck that means. My grandkids say it. It's been a minute. I'm like, a minute? Feels like a year. We got to get some turnovers. Get some turnovers, we'll be a lot better.
I will say I loved his approach last week. Arkansas had a chance to go for two in a couple of situations, chasing the points early. He chose not to do it, and I thought that was the right move. And I think you do want to make some field goals this week, frankly. I think maybe settling for field goals is not going to get you beat against Auburn this week. That's a team that doesn't have quite the dynamic offense that Arkansas has faced in a couple of others the last couple of weeks. And so, maybe it comes down to a field goal and Arkansas wins it on the Starzy kick or something. We'll see. Let's see. We've also got Braylon Russell, your guy, talking about being back in Fayetteville.
Would you rather sleep in your bed or somebody else? Would you rather stay the night in somebody else's bed or go sleep in yours? That's how I put it. So yes, we would love to be home, get the fans and everybody into the game, and let's just play some football.
Yeah. Again, it depends whose bed we're talking about.
Depends on the bed.
Whose bed have my boots been under? Again, if it's like I said, if it's Joy Behar, then sure, I'd rather be home. But if it's Kate Beckinsale,
we established she looks great for like an 84-year-old.
She actually does. I still would never, ever, ever. All right, let's try Caleb Wooden. Caleb Wooden was on this week. I think this is the soundbite of the year from any of our guys that come on the shows. And I think all the guys have done really great. Caden Killer was great this morning with the morning show. I really, really have become very fond of Carmona the last couple seasons on Out of Bounds. Love Mike Washington, but Caleb's been dishing out a little heap of honesty, and I hope you can take it. Here he is.
If you know football, you know that the game is won at the line of scrimmage, offensive line and D-line. And like you said, unfortunately, we're very thin, and so that falls on us because, gaps are not being filled. You got people in the wrong gap. There's not a lot of rush happening. But that's not an excuse, and I give those boys a lot of credit because they get so much criticism, but at the same time they make a lot of plays and no one says anything. It's always the negative, and that's why again I don't really care about what the media has to say. I don't care about what a fan has to say because the plays they do make, it's never good job. It's the ones that y'all see that's he needs to do this, he needs to do that, and so we don't really care about what a fan has to say or someone in the media has to say. At the end of the day, like I said before, no one feels sorry for us. And that's something that you, as an individual, have to address. You got to get up, look in the mirror, and, it's you versus you. Are you going to let your opponent dominate you, or are you going to dominate your opponent? And I know it's hard. The game that we play is hard. And I'm not making any excuses, but at the end of the day, we signed up for this, And at the end of the day, we just got to drop a pair and, man up. I mean, that's what it really comes down to. So there's no excuses about being thin. There's none of that.
There's none of that. Drop a pair, DJ.
You could tell he was searching for a way to say it. He's like, whatever. We get to it.
I think he meant grow a pair, but yes, you got to grow a pair. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yesterday was really cool, and we had a good time out here. One of my favorite moments. So for those who missed the story, I will quickly rehash it. Last year we were out here, and it was a practice round day on Thursday, and we were not really close to the green or the tee box. We were kind of in the middle, and we were about 100 yards off the fairway. Anyway, some guys were hitting in their pro-am in their second shots, and I got a dirty look from one of the caddies because apparently I was talking too loud while they were hitting their shots, their approaches into 14. So he looked at me and gave me that shrug look like, what are you doing? And I gave him the shrug look back, like, what do you want? And then he drove his cart over there and got in my face a little bit and said, you need to quiet down. And I was like, bro, it's a pro-am. Relax. And he's like, we're working on stuff. And he drove off. Anyway, so apparently he talked trash about me all weekend, which I deserved. It's fun.
Good.
So this week, Ken Duke helped bring the two sides together. And we built a little bridge, and we became friends again. It's all nice. His name is Jeff. I can't think of his last name. Maybe it's Johnson. I can't remember his last name.
It's Johnson.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, Jeff Johnson. Good dude. Anyway, he came up and hung out with us a little bit yesterday, and we kind of buried the hatchet, as they say. Or, put an arrow in someone's head, or whatever Coach Petrino talks about.
Take the arrow in the head.
Yeah. Your job is to be a great caddy, so I'm sorry.
I believe the comment was, it's a pro-am, relax. So it set me off.
And all he could think was, what do you know? You've never been around professional golf, you idiot radio guy.
No worries.
Yeah.
No, you're just doing your job. That's cool.
No, I'm just being a smart aleck. I'm sorry. No, I am. That's just me being me because I'm a jerk. Ken will tell you. But
he has.
How we doing?
No, we're good. We're having a great time with the guys. They're making some birdies and eagles, so it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're having a great time.
Yeah. Did you guys have a good experience last year outside of that?
We did.
That's good.
Even including that. I mean, that was the story in the caddy room, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't just on the air.
Who's that guy?
You should have come over and punched me in the face. That would have really made it a good story. That would have been awesome. I wish you would have punched me. We could play the MJ thing, but I guess I'm just going to tell people to look for it themselves, Christian. We'll call it quits on the rewind. We teased that thing a lot this week for not playing it, but
so long.
The other thing we did, it is never. Anyway, what we didn't talk about this week is this situation. I was curious, Christian, certainly about your thinking on it. But I think for all of us, it just seems very weird. And again, the lines between pro and amateur have been blurred so much lately. But there's a kid that's going to Louisville that's played multiple years in the G League, and now he's going to play for Louisville. It's such a weird situation. Tom Izzo went off about it this week, and I think a lot of coaches probably feel the same way. But it is such a weird deal. What are we even doing?
This clip's about 4 minutes long. You want to just play some of it?
We don't have to play it, but I'm just curious.
Okay.
What do you guys play? But what do you guys think about all that?
It's bizarre. I don't think you should be able to have a professional contract and then go back to being an amateur. But
in the same sport, at least.
Well, yeah. I mean, of course, you can be Brandon Whedon and go play football at Oklahoma State after you've been in baseball. But there's guys in college basketball now. I mean, they played professionally overseas. Arkansas has one of them, or two of them maybe. They play professionally overseas and are coming in and they're going to play college ball this year, or they're going to ride the bench on college ball. So I don't see the difference between that and this. I don't think either one is right, though.
Yeah, I don't even know why you would ask to go play college basketball after you've been in the G League. It's just weird.
Well,
I realize the money.
He's not cutting it.
Money's better, but
probably not cutting it in the G League, not going to make it to the NBA. He's like, I can get a bigger bag in college probably.
Yeah, it's just we can't have this. This is no good. I mean, it's already gross. It's just getting worse. I mean, what are we doing? By the way, we are sitting here on the 15th, off the 15th green. Tag Ridings is on his way up here, not to us, but to the green. He is leading the tournament. I think so, yeah. Simmons Bank Championship here again, presented by Stevens. He's 6 under through 14. He leads by 1 stroke over Billy Andrade, who's in the clubhouse at 5 under par. Vijay Singh's at 5 under as well. He's through 11. KJ Choi 4 under. Barron is 4 under through 10. We've got Cameron Percy, Aussie, right? Yep, he's an Aussie. He is 4 under. Alker, Chalmers, Green, all Aussies, all in the mix, very much so today. So we'll keep you updated on that. And then, of course, Out of Bounds coming up next. Wes is going to be coming over here in a second. I wanted to also mention some D3 auto sales text offerings. From the 870, opinion, Razorbacks 32, Auburn 29. I'm in. DK says, sheesh. I was on hold for almost 40 minutes, but you finally spoke on what I wanted to address, that Ken Williamson was gambling on that game. Say what you want, and the other thing I wanted to address was that Joel Klatt was talking about a story on Fox Sports about the 12 college football playoff going to 24. The FCS already does a 24 team, right? So is the FBS stealing their model? I don't know about stealing their model, but I do know I don't think they need 24 at the FBS level. But I like 24 in the FCS. Even though, let's be honest, it's kind of like FBS lately. Mm-hmm. Most years you can get by with like 4 to 8 teams, and that'd be plenty. I know. It's cold.
Go.
Go. Wes, are you
watching
cheering? Where is he?
He was out of the bunker. Came up about 5 feet short.
Is that a bunker over there?
Yeah.
Short left?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Is it raining out there?
A bad drive.
Drizzling.
Sprinkling, like a little spit,
yeah,
I would say.
It stopped for a little bit. It's not anything significant. I think most of it's cleared out for the day. Tag's got a par putt?
Yep. He just bogeyed the little short par 4, 14. It dropped to 6. He was leading at 7, still leading at 6, but a one-shot lead over Billy Andrade, who's in the clubhouse at 5.
Why can't I remember 14?
That's where we were set up last year, right?
Oh, yeah, 14 and downhill. Okay, duh. Sometimes it's safe. Oh, are we done with DK's thing here? Oh, yeah. What do you guys think of the 24? You want to go to 24 or you go with 12?
No, I'm good.
I'm good with 12.
I'm fine with 16 even.
More the merrier for me. Give me games. I love it.
Sometimes
what about the
NCAA
tournament, Wes? What do you think about that?
Chumps.
More the merrier?
68's good. No, 68's good.
Some guy says sometimes it's safer in jail. Yeah, well, if the mafia's after you, maybe so.
I don't know. You know they got people.
They can get you hitting there.
That's true. Charles Barkley said it best last night. He said there's going to be a lot of sleepless nights for a lot of people who are yet to be arrested. It's probably true. Oof. Thanks for letting me play birthday trivia from the 501 and striking out 3 days in a row. You're welcome. Justin and DJ are sponsored by Oaklawn Sports. Surely there's someone that can help me get in touch with that can help me out. I made wagers on the entire field of the wrong golf tournament.
Uh-oh.
Well, you can cancel your wagers. You may have to pay a small amount, but
they cost you 50, 75 cents.
Yeah. 1911, 9 minutes, 49 years later to the moon and back. It is amazing the turnaround on flight and how far we went in a hurry. TJ, you're the real talent at the Buzz. No one else comes close.
Thanks, Mom.
Justin Moore's role at the Buzz is to suck so bad he makes everyone else look better. You guys really hate Jam. Rebecca says Jam is annoying as all get out. You know what, Rebecca, you're annoying. If it makes you feel better, Acri, you're my favorite white boy on the station.
Nice.
Thanks, Piggy.
It's almost everyone.
And then from the 870, Burnt Sienna sounds like a 70s Western star. I think Burnt Sienna sounds like an adult star, but that's my sick mind, I guess, at work. All right, Wes, what's going on Out of Bounds today?
Well, we got Lee Sterling coming up at 1:30, ParamountSports.com. We'll get some picks from him at 2:10. Steve Sullivan at 2:30. We got Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen, and they're out here. Neil's out here, so he's going to join us live for the second time on our show in person. And then at 3:30, Joe and I will make our picks, and, of course, we'll keep you up to date on the leaderboard and how things are going out here.
Well, I know the guys from Out of Bounds have a lot of swag to give away, too, so come see them. They are near the the Family Fun Zone, sponsored by Arkansas Children's Hospital, adjacent to the 15th green. Thanks for a great week out here. Thanks to From the Shortgrass. Appreciate our friends at UAMS Ortho. And Christian, good work all week back in the studio. Monday, we've got Touchdown Club. Holly Rowe is in town. Looking forward to seeing her again, Wes. You were with me when we hung out with her, weren't you?
All right. Tag made a putt. Good part. Yes, that was a great interview. She was awesome.
She's going to be great on Monday. I think she'll be really, really good. Hopefully the turnout's outstanding as well. All right, but have a great, safe weekend. Stick around for Out of Bounds. Adios, amigos.